This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me, I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
All hail General Spank! All hail General Spank! All hail General Spank! World Series of Poker Circuit Super Event Series 5 25K guaranteed.
Oh hail
champion.
General Spank!
5K.
Yo, what the fuck did I just watch, bro?
what
What
is
is
this?
this?
I
missed
why
that
are you
on Twitter.
making us
What was
watch
that?
this?
It was Barstool Mizzy won a
Smitty.
WSOP. Barstool Smitty won, AKA. By the way, let's put some respect on the man's name. AKA General Spank. He won his very first WSOP ring.
Oh, nice.
And we cut the clip a little bit early, but he actually takes his wedding ring off and goes,
That guy's a legend.
"Sorry, honey,
What a
this is
legend.
replaced."
That's fucked up.
Married to the game.
That's funny.
Damn.
So I'm not sure. I think he's in Pennsylvania, but I'm not positive. He shipped the ring event last night and goes on to say that the WSOP main event bracelet is next.
Oh.
All hail General
Get your
Spank.
Dan O'Brien's
Get
out
your
in
Dan
chat.
O'Brien.
It's out in the chat.
Yeah, nobody wins the
Can we
main
get a
event.
Dan O'Brien emoji? Is that a thing on YouTube?
We need it.
Twitch.
You can make it on
You made it on Discord,
Discord.
too.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can't make it on Discord.
Yeah.
How can we get it to YouTube though?
YouTube doesn't do custom emotes.
Man, fuck you,
That's
YouTube.
Twitch.
Wow,
Gotta
bro.
see-
YouTube's
Okay, well,
nice.
we went way down the
Yeah,
algorithm.
I mean,
Good. They've been suppressing me for years.
YouTube.
Time
Literally,
to move
man.
to
No
Twitch.
one's-
Views on
no
this
one's gonna
one.
watch this.
Nope.
One. They might just like
Just
ban this
cancel
one.
it. Yeah.
Like this one
If you
doesn't
say
get
those
Thanks,
words, then
Berkey.
it's just done.
They don't give us Dan O'Brien emote. What's the point even? What are we even doing here?
This is the summer of Dan O'Brien.
He's not playing one event.
fucking
But it-
pain.
No, he's playing the main.
It's
Is
the
he?
happiest he's
He's
ever
gonna
been.
win the main.
The happiest he's ever been? Bro, crypto's zero.
He's so rich. It don't matter.
I mean,
He's beyond the
I mean,
swings.
it
got
definitely
halved
hurt.
and then halved again.
Yeah, but when
Nah,
you're
Dan,
when
Dan's
you're
probably
like
smart
a,
enough to
when you're
get
a
out at
when
the
you're
top.
a deca millionaire and halved and halved again, you're just like, all right.
He
I only
definitely
got
like
8.
scaled into stables like before January.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's hope it wasn't
Luna.
Tether.
No,
Tether, whatever
UST.
it was.
I
Whatever
wasn't
it was.
UST. It was. He's like pretty
UST.
safe with his stables.
Dan O'Brien alpha for you.
I'm pretty safe with the stables. I don't
Yo,
know
can
what
you give me
What does
5%
that
today?
mean?
You can swap with me.
Okay, I'll swap with you.
You got to play.
Are you
I'm
playing
gonna
it?
play. I'll play 5%. It's freeze out, right?
Yeah.
All right.
You
How
max
many
like
people do you think are
Reggie?
gonna be there? What 5%?
How many people do I think are going to be there? Probably like 5,000? 3,000?
Really?
3 to 5K?
Is there more than one starting day?
No.
It won't be that big. Last year's got
2,500.
I don't know. The 1,500 monster stack. I mean, Millie Makers this weekend, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna get.
I think people may be in
I
town.
I think like
The people in
1,800
town
is a
for
good
it,
line.
Maybe.
What'd you
What?
say?
I think it's over
1,800 is like a good
over
line.
1,800.
Last year
Oh,
was
I-
260K to first.
I would take over 18.
How many
I mean,
people
over.
left in your
Yeah.
bracelet event?
55.
55.
55?
It's it. Just
Bro, they played
55.
down to 4%
Wow,
of the
it's
field.
gonna hurt, dude. Fuck, man. Sorry, Landon.
How much locked up now?
I have no
10,000?
idea. I think like 8.
That's good, bro.
54
Nice.
people stand between you and a gold
How many bigs
WSOP
do you have?
bracelet.
30. 33.
All right.
I'm
Big
rooting
one,
for Dylan
30K.
Lane.
Fuck, bro. He's gonna shove 10s.
What's average?
Average
Right,
is,
a million.
Average
980.
is like 30
980.
bigs. Yeah, 32, 33.
Hmm.
Dude,
So
you're
just-
gonna do it.
You're just sitting on average.
Yep.
He's gonna do it.
That's pretty high
FT
average
time.
for a turbo event.
What's the celebration if Landon wins?
It goes
We'll
fast.
find out tomorrow on the pod.
Wow.
Nice.
Are we going live at
Can
the
we-
final table?
I mean,
Yeah,
we
can
could
we
do
do
like
that?
an Instagram
We
live.
have to.
Actually, you could do YouTube live from your phone.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, all the
Yeah.
hands you've played
From the rail.
all your life.
Landon, you
No,
have to
you
make
guys-
this final table.
You, I
You have
see
no
what you're doing.
choice.
No. I see what you're all doing. You guys
Not
are trying to
doing
make me feel like, whoa, like in 24 hours time,
Yeah,
I
we're
could
hyping it
actually
up
have a
too much.
bracelet.
You have to
Less.
manifest.
Less than 24 hours
Like 12
time.
hours time.
Wait.
I see
Less,
what you're doing.
dude.
You try to like make me feel a little bit good. Make
You
me
have to
like, oh
manifest
shit,
it.
like we're
what do
kind
you
of
mean,
close.
bro?
Yo, put the bat down. Like, he has a bat. He's like ready. Show the people that you have a bat.
He has a bat in his lap.
He has a bat ready for us to say something.
Dude, the bat stays.
But I'm the only one that's in hitting distance, so it's a little scary.
You're not gonna get hit by the bat.
He's
But
long.
yeah, but
I
you
don't
might
know.
long
literally
limbs and you
break
swing
a
that shit
microphone.
around.
Like, remember yesterday when he was like, bang, bang. Today he might just be like, bang.
I don't
Bro,
think.
Yeah. You guys keep going like this, he
Bro,
might.
it's only 50. It's only 30 bigs, man. Like, it's gonna be okay.
Listen, man.
30
deep
bigs is
breaths.
a lot.
This would be a good final table for us to live stream because it's turbo-ish.
I just would like to
And it's
be on the
six-handed.
rail. I'm
Six-handed.
gonna be so obnoxious if I get to rails.
Bro, they won't even let. You think they'll let us with the cameras in there?
It's just a phone.
Yeah, yeah. But
You just gotta be on the sly.
Yeah, it's just a phone.
yeah, but we're announcing that we're doing it.
You just everybody.
Look, if they watch this podcast, the goddamn structure would get changed. It's pretty clear.
A lot of executives watch the pod, man. A lot of
Okay,
executives.
well, we're looking for sponsors, guys. If you're watching, executives that apparently watch us, don't be shy.
That
Reach
could
out.
not
I've
watch.
already sent some cold open, so you might have some competition. I sent some to Dude Wipes. Not a big deal. If you would like to sponsor us, we're looking. We're
Why'd you
financially
go with
struck-
Dude Wipes?
Well,
What are
I
you
thought
trying
it
to
was
say?
branding wise, it was good.
Oh,
You know,
what is that?
we all got dirty asses. Dude Wipes are good.
Wait.
I wish they had like a women's branded version, kind of.
Oh my God, we're getting canceled.
Why? I'm talking about Dude Wipes, and I would like them to sponsor us. I'm singing the praises of Dude Wipes.
I feel like if we said dude wipes, it would be a problem.
It's a product.
Oh, okay.
It's a
You ever heard of it? What do you do after
the
you
name
shit?
of a
You don't
product.
use a Dude Wipe?
No, just like normal Charmin. Like,
You can't be dry
The
wiping. after
big
you
bear,
poop.
yeah.
You can't be dry wiping.
Big happy bear.
We don't have bidets here. We should.
Are they in Europe?
American unwashed asses out here. No Dude Wipes, no bidets. Dude Wipes for your comfort.
stop.
That was good.
That was fucking great.
I think it's
They're
more
gonna
for,
sponsor us. Like, I'm gonna make it happen.
more for your grundle than for your
What is
comfort.
happening?
Wait, you don't use it on your asshole? You only use it on your grundle?
It just,
I
What are you
personally
shitting
prefer,
on your grundle for?
Melissa's back. Melissa is
I
definitely
prefer toilet
back.
paper personally. I'm not a big fan of the flushable wipes.
You
First
don't
of all,
use Dude Wipes? I
well-
saw them in your bathroom.
Dan left them there.
Ooh, damn.
Dan,
Uncle Dan, yeah.
nice. We love a clean man.
I use both, right?
Yes,
you start
you
with
gotta
the
start with
Charmin,
dry.
right? You start with the Charmin,
So
then
I
you
would do
finish
the
with the.
opposite every anytime.
You do
I
the
ever use-
opposite.
I would always use the Dude
I
Wipe
like a
first and then
sandwich
use
of-
the Charmin.
Yeah, I
'Cause
like
I want my
dry,
asshole
wet,
not to be
dry.
wet.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to leave it wet. Dry, wet, dry.
I
Is
like
Okay.
to leave my asshole dry.
Where did
so-
this go? Where?
I don't. All right,
what's
look.
going
look,
on?
I'm
look.
back.
People in the chat.
I'm trying to help us,
the
guys.
ultimate tangent.
Shout out to Nova Poker, who's now our sponsor for $5.
I'm trying to help us get sponsored. You'll
Listen,
thank me.
I'm not a big fan of the wipes because they are very environmentally unfriendly, and they also clog your.
Are they?
Yeah, like
They're all flushable now.
no,
Yeah.
they just say that they're flushable. That's the
Tested
thing.
by plumbers. Mine says tested by
Yeah.
plumbers.
Some of them really do disintegrate. Like if you can.
I-
Like what plumbers?
I
don't know.
actually don't think
Plumbers.
that there are any on the market that are like safe for
Okay,
septic
so how much
systems.
worse for the environment are they than blowing your nose in a tissue?
Well, I don't
and
know. The
throwing it
tissue
out?
breaks down. I'm not sure like how the wipes.
Wait, they're not made of plastic. They're gonna break down.
No, but
They're made of styrofoam.
my understanding is what.
Just wash it and reuse it.
Yo, I have friends who, when they had kids, used cloth diapers.
Yeah,
oh, that's disgusting.
Stop.
That was the standard in the 70s. and
Yeah,
stuff.
no, not in the in the
Yes, it was.
1700s,
No,
maybe.
it was. Because there's a story about my dad putting a cloth diaper on my sister, and he pinned her skin in with the diaper.
Oh.
He was not the most maternal
You
dads.
hate to hear
He
it.
gave me a
Yeah.
chunk
Why
of
did they
cheese
lie
on
to
the
us
plane, and I
about
choked.
recycling? Recycling is not even real.
I don't.
It's got
I
a
have-
lot of problems.
I haven't researched this as much, but yeah, recycling has a lot of problems.
It's not real, bro. It's a facade.
Well, there are recycling plants.
Especially when it comes like the
Yeah,
bottles.
but it's like
Alright,
the,
this
the
is
actual
getting
recycling
in
is
a
like
weird
literally
direction.
like the smallest percentage of what's actually like they say is being recycled.
This is true of
They
plastic.
feed it to pigs, and that's
plastic,
why
that's
there's
what I meant.
Yeah, like
microplastics.
plastics,
in
there's
our
only
bottles.
like
especially bottles. Yeah.
yeah, there's like grades on the bottom of plastic containers, like 1 through 6 or something like that, and only one of them is recyclable.
Fuck is that, bro?
All right.
We got problems, man. This is what happens when capitalism takes over, you know? all about that bottom line. Make
You are a capitalist.
Am I?
We're all capitalists.
Maybe. Yeah, to some degree.
How many sold that 1.0 for the 100K?
After he allegedly sold at a higher markup or sold out at a higher markup.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
He's final table, the deuce to 7 triple.
It's over, right?
No.
The
they threes
1500?
today.
Wait. What,
The 10K, the 10K
Oh, the
deuce to
10K.
7.
I was going to say, the Connie Invitational ended yesterday.
Bill Helmy's just
Connie
back,
Invitation,
man.
you didn't fire it? No deuce to 7.
One and done. He left his mark.
All right.
No, I'll be back next year.
He's keeping his ROI.
Yeah. He left
Next
his
year.
mark. Speaking of, let's do a quick bracelet wrap up from yesterday. There's a lot of them. The Connie Invitational Deuce to 7 1500 triple draw was won by Seth Hochstetler. Hope I pronounced that correctly.
Congrats.
Congrats to him.
Congrats, Seth.
4 bracelets got given out yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. So there was a mixed game bracelet in Deuce to 7, won by
limit.
Seth. The 1500 shootout was won by Michael Simha. I think that sounds about right.
Doesn't sound right.
Come on, Simhai. Simha.
Samai, I think.
Samai?
I don't know. It sounds.
we could always
better.
just
Samai sounds much more elegant.
Yeah.
We
for
can
sure.
always just go with the assumption that you're wrong. So
Yeah, that's very reasonable.
You also could just not say their last name. You could just say
No,
S.
no. I have to say the last name.
Gotta
We
say it.
apologize if we got it wrong.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah,
it.
what are you going to do?
We tried our best.
10K Limit Hold'em was won by a Las Vegas local who I get to play with every now and again. John Cohen. I didn't realize he even plays Limit Hold'em. Irony, he played with his dog at the final table and won with King 9.
Amazing.
The K9.
I love that.
Wholesome humor.
Very wholesome there.
Love that.
Wholesome.
That's so
Very
cute.
Len Ashby right now is just
that
livid.
shit is whack.
Why is that whack? It's so cute.
Whack, bro. Like,
What, playing with your dog?
And then
Yeah.
winning with K9.
Yeah, I also
what are we
kind of
doing?
agree it's silly that the dogs are at the table. Like, I got a winner's photo with Gatsby.
He's not
He was on the
playing
rail,
with you.
but like
Yeah.
I don't want him in my lap while I'm
No,
playing.
it's too distracting.
Was
Yeah,
he the
it's
guy
just-
that got a 1-round penalty for
Yeah.
just blowing a puff
Yeah, he
of
just
vape
vaped.
and
He just
from my
vaped.
table? And he like had no idea you couldn't do that. He just took a giant puff and just this giant like
Was it televised?
looked up-
cloud of.
Yo, they look the other way. If you
I
don't
didn't
do it.
see video of it. I just read the.
Oh, so,
read-
When
so
I
this
used to
brings up
vape, I used to
this
do
brings
it.
up 2 funny stories to me. Well, maybe not so much
they
funny.
gave him a 1-round penalty. for
One
it.
actually might have been quite racist. But
Great.
the first one is
Berkey's
Chance
getting us
is
demonetized.
notorious.
Yo, leave my
Yeah.
man.
notorious
Yo,
for
Chance-
palming the vape and just like walking around tables, blowing it in his
Yo,
fucking
you
shirt.
are
Yeah.
a fucking snitch.
Snitch.
Holy shit. Don't snitch on my man like that. That's crazy.
First
Yo,
of all,
Chance,
the
no one
funny-
ever seen you do that.
First of all, I don't give a fuck. I don't vape, and vaping's disgusting. Figure it out. I don't give a shit. It'd be like if I caught somebody jerking off the table, I'm not gonna
That's
not
not
say
the
something.
Literally, your comparisons.
If somebody has their hand in their pocket,
compares-
they're sitting there
It's
working
not the
it.
same at all.
I'm
That's
gonna say
literally
something.
like a
Do you
sexual
see,
offense.
Do you see why I get angry when he says these stories?
Yeah, because he makes these comparisons that are so extreme.
It's just out of control.
I literally
It's out
was
of
about
control.
to say, I'll
We
let
need
you
to have an
I was
intervention.
just about to say, hey, guys, they actually look the other way. If you vape and you don't make it hot, they just
Yeah.
turn around. And then Berkey's like, yo, this guy's fucking breaking all the rules.
Get
That's
him.
fucked up, bro.
It's notorious. I don't care. Like I don't.
I
give a
used to
shit.
put it
They
in
all
my
do it, though. A lot of
sleeve
people do it.
and
No,
sh-
and this
at the
is
table.
exactly why I'm bringing this up, because last year during the main event, Conrad got singled out doing nothing, and they basically gave. Well, I mean, they didn't. He gave himself a fucking.
I left for a fucking hour. I was on
What did they do?
fire.
Oh, you got a
What did
penalty?
they do?
Some lady told me that I was smoking weed, vaping weed at the table because I was leaning back like this.
Yeah.
And I just had my hands like this. And then
How is that even close to vaping?
for some reason, because I smelled like
Your
weed,
hand
I don't
isn't near your
fucking know why
face.
she came over to me, but she literally ran off. She got Charlie, which was the floor. And Charlie comes over to me and we start a conversation, which, you know, Charlie, if anybody knows Charlie, he's a goddamn pit bull. So when he comes up to you, it's just like, you know, there's a little friction. So I'll answer his questions or whatnot. And, you know, it was just a little wild up for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It's like at least catch me while I'm actually doing it,
Yeah,
which
it's
I
true,
do.
because, you know, I probably do, but
Yeah.
I walk away, I fucking hide it, I do the chance,
I used to
you know?
just do it straight up
But
like,
for some reason,
at the table.
I see Chance all the time, never get in trouble with me. See you guys later.
Stop snitching on Chance.
Bro, it was like day 4 of
He's
the
already,
main event.
he's already been
I only
snitched
said
on. It's
Chance
too
because he
late
said
now.
it.
Bro, it's not Chance.
I've never seen anybody more egregious. Like, I know people vape. And this guy has a vape in his hand 24/7. It's unreal.
You want to laugh when we were at the, I think you guys were at the feature table and I was at the main table that day?
Yeah.
Like I walk off and I just see him like get up for a minute and he's like at the side rail.
Yeah, he's like in between the fucking signs that separate the two tables.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Yes,
That's
it
not-
is. I
No, it's not
watched
true. It's not true. It's your word against his. I don't know what you're talking about.
That shit would be on
Hearsay,
camera
Your
somewhere.
I was so salty because I was like, I just left the tournament for an hour, 2 hours because of this shit.
Yo, let's move on to the next story,
Yeah.
bro.
Fucking
Snitching on my
snitch
friends
ass
over here.
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean out here.
Gara gave himself an hour fucking lap.
Yo, I was so mad. I didn't do anything.
This was like
So
day
it's
4 of the
really
main.
annoying when you get accused and you didn't actually do it.
And like you're playing a 10K tournament. It's like I don't want to be here right
Yeah.
now. It's like I have 100 big blinds. I'm gonna go take a walk.
Wow, how rich is
How
that?
rich.
That's the richest shit ever.
Whatever.
I like that. All right, what's the racist story? People are waiting.
That was it. What's the racist story?
What's racist about that?
because of
they
because of
profiled him?
Conrad?
He just randomly gets singled out. There's hundreds of people who
Yeah.
do this.
I
And,
mean,
like,
I was
the one
literally-
black guy who smells a little bit
Who's
like
not
weed.
doing anything.
I was
Who's not
literally
doing
smelling
Like,
this.
I mean, it's
She's
safe
like-
to say that lady probably skewed more on the racist side of the spectrum.
The best part about it is when she walked,
You know,
she's like,
if I had to
"You
guess."
smell like weed." I was like, "Lady, I smoke a pound a day. What do you want?"
It's legal here,
What do you
lady.
want?
Go to a different state.
I
allowed to
was-
do that,
I
yeah.
was so
It's
like
literally legal
flustered
here.
at this moment. I don't think I've ever been more flustered in my
Just
life
because you
because I was
smoke-
like, I didn't do anything.
You go, you smoke weed, you go, I love weed.
I
What's
am-
the
Like
issue?
a
I
weird,
am
like
weed.
racist like moments in
I
life.
am
Like,
weed.
like for example, I remember going to a 7-Eleven. It was like 2 a.m.
Jeez, why would you do that?
Whatever, man. I needed something. I don't even
Happens.
remember exactly
You
what I
don't do
needed.
that?
I think I was leaving.
I did it in Barcelona.
I think I was leaving from Bellagio.
He's from the semi-hood.
Let him tell a story.
and I had my bag with me, right? Like and they made me put my bag on, like leave it up front.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
In Vegas, a lot of the gas stations in place, they have signs at the front that say you have to leave your backpack.
There was
in the front
100%
door.
no sign there.
Well, I'm just saying,
It's
a
your
lot
word
of these
7-Eleven.
places.
Bro, so
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm like, I can't leave my bag there for, like, I just left Bellagio. Like, I'm not going to tell them what's in my bag, but I just left Bellagio. I'm like,
That's way sketchier. You can't say that. They're going to be like, what the hell do you have in there?
no, I'm not going to tell them what I have. It's obviously just cash, but
I
it's
know,
just like,
but they're going to think,
yeah.
what
So
does he
I don't know.
have?
It was
Does he
weird.
have
Maybe it was
chinchas?
nothing. Maybe it was
Jeez.
something, but it felt really odd. Like, I was just like, why me?
Yeah.
Why me?
I had one of these stories. We were walking out of Walmart. It was me and my mom. And my mom was blonde hair, blue eyes. You know, we have 2 carts. There's a lot of stuff in them. My mom walks out. No problem. I walk out right behind her. He's like, receipt, receipt, receipt. I'm like,
oh my God.
my mom just turns around and absolutely loses
Yes.
her fucking shit on this
Good.
man.
That sucks too
Rightfully
because it's
so.
like that guy's working for like $6 an hour, and it's like
Yeah, but he's on a fucking power trip.
No,
well, it's not even
it's
that
not
it's a power
even.
trip. It's that he's just selectively choosing
Exactly.
who he wastes his time on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like in his mind he's stereotyped that like Conrad's more likely to not be able to show a receipt.
That's why all my friends would give me their drugs to sneak into concerts. Allegedly.
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 It's true. The
Allegedly.
mules they be looking real innocent.
I got away with everything. I have face equity. I've never had a speeding.
I get away with nothing. These guys always
You have
call
a
me.
bat. You're walking around with a bat. How are you gonna get away with anything?
It kind of fits the outfit, actually. I kind of like the bat. It's a nice accessor.
You should bring it to the table.
Yeah.
Bring it to the table.
Intimidation
Yeah, bring it to the
factor.
table.
No,
Your
you
bluffs
can't-
will get
idea.
through. Nobody
If
wants
you
to.
can't have a vape at the table, you can't have a bat at the table.
You can't have vapes at the table. I don't know what you're talking about. No one does that.
I'm just saying. I'm saying if you can't have a vape, you definitely can't have a bat.
Let's find out.
A guy just like thinks about calling the river and he just takes the bat and just
He just starts
I would
like,
just be folding, bro. I would fold. Who 3-bets you with? You have a bat, bro. Just fold it.
Bat equity.
Yeah, it's just like
Bat
ace 10 off.
when are we doing the OnlyFriends poker out loud? Like, enough's enough.
Oh, I was actually supposed to talk to you guys about that. It's the 26th, so the day before the two. So June 26th.
Okay.
There should be nothing on the schedule,
Okay.
unless some of us make like a day 3 or something like that. But yeah, so we're gonna be filming season 8 of Poker Out Loud. Is it 8? Yeah, season 8 of Poker
Season
Out
8.
Loud is June 27th to 28th. That season will come out probably sometime in late September. But prior to that, we're going to do the OnlyFriends Poker Out Loud. It's going to be different. It's not going to be... Landon's going to be the only one talking strategy.
I'm going to win so much money.
What do you sing? What do you?
Because I don't think that you can have fun playing poker like an idiot.
You're going to talk strategy too. You both.
No,
are.
we all will, but like... I mean, I've played poker in an era where fuck your face was a reason.
Yeah.
Where like I don't think
you
Landon,
played at the shit talking table.
Yeah, like I played Trash Talk Tuesdays for 3 years.
Yeah,
where literally the whole goal was.
I've heard stories about this Trash Talk.
It was amazing. It was amazing. It would be 5 tables of 5-10. It was an organized game every Tuesday. It started at the old Hard Rock.
Okay.
It doesn't exist anymore. It's Virgin now, but it started there. They had this like plush poker lounge that they built that nobody ever used. And so we would go every Tuesday. We had this organized list. It was like 4 or 5 games of 5-10. And the like rules of it was basically a meetup game before meetup games were a thing. Everybody was drinking. So there was some
How did you get away with not drinking?
action.
Yeah.
Just gave action.
Yeah.
But there was something like baked into the rules where they did shots like either prompted by hands or prompted by time or whatever. They were doing shots. Deuce to 7 game was in play. You were encouraged to slow roll. You were encouraged to shit talk. Muhaha was like there, blacked out of his mind.
This sounds like Resorts World today.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of the same people.
Remember when Muhaha? Wait, time out. Remember when Muhaha would rate players?
Yeah,
He did that shit. Berkey would like just like bluff or just like call down a ridiculous like bet, and he'd be like, "You're an 8 or 9." I'm a 10. He was always a 10. Nobody else was a 10. He was a 10, and everybody else was 9 or less.
And you would just move up and down based on what your results were and how he thinks you play.
He still does this today.
He does, yeah. He still
Where
does
does he
that.
play?
He's actually
He plays at
fun.
Resorts World.
He's
actually quite entertaining when he's drunk.
Just to hang out with him.
He's
He
quite
plays
entertaining
10-20
when he's
there.
drunk. When he's sober, he's absolutely insufferable.
He's so
like
tight.
just a
He's
terrible
not,
fucking person.
He's not fun towards women.
No, yeah, I'm sure he's not.
I can see
I'm
that.
sure he's not.
Bro, who is this guy?
He's a legend, man. You don't know any of the legends.
He does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he tried to bet 8-1 that he can get Melissa to go upstairs for a drink.
Conrad was like,
up.
almost got the bet.
I was trying to
almost
bet
did.
it. I was like, I'll bet it. Bet whatever you want. She doesn't drink.
You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that.
His real name's Justin.
Take his
right?
money.
Yeah.
His name is Muhaha.
It's Justin Muhaha.
He's Muhaha because every time he would win a pot, he'd go Muhaha.
He still does. He still does it.
His star's name was Muhaha.
I couldn't
You can
imagine
hear
him
it from
playing
across the
online.
room.
Landon,
He played the Sunday Million back in the day.
He's a live old school pro. Got like
Not pro.
Not a pro.
Not plays a lot.
He owns a bunch of real estate in LA.
Plays a lot. Got an inheritance, trust fund.
People don't really like playing with him very much.
There was one day at the table, totally unprompted, where he was rating people's net worth. And when he got to himself, he just called his bank. And it read his bank account aloud for the table. It was
heard
like,
this story.
your balance is $3.7999 million.
Amazing.
That's fucking
That's
hilarious.
legendary.
He's special.
Yeah,
That's
he's
so
still
I'm
around.
so happy I don't still play with him.
You should come back one time for old time's sake.
No, he's really. I played
That'd
with
be
him.
a party.
I
People
played
don't like
a couple
playing with him though
times.
because
not-
he's tight and he's.
Oh, he's always been a ridiculous
Bro,
nit.
why are the sickest flexors of money are the sickest nits? It's
How do you think they got rich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think they keep
Just
their
play
money?
the game for fun. Just gamble. You're rich.
You don't
He would
stay-
always
you
cover
don't
the
stay
table
rich
and then
by
never play
gambling.
it.
It's mental though.
Like,
But then they all want action and they all want to get into
what was
the
his
big
name who
games.
came with
They
like all
wanna-
the gold and stuff? He used to come whenever Cash could play. He'd sit with like 100K in cash. The Duke.
Oh, the Duke.
Oh,
He
that's
has,
the
he
guy.
has like an old gangster hat and like would wear the zoot suit.
Yeah, he plays at Golden Nugget.
Yeah, he'd always try to like sell gold and stuff like that. He got robbed in his hotel one day.
Weird.
Like, he kept carrying all this cash around.
Yeah.
And somebody tried to set up a deal where they were going to buy gold off of him or whatever. And he decided to do it in like a hotel room for whatever reason.
That's funny.
And the guy came and just like beat the piss out of him, stole everything. And
I saw a video of that happening to a crypto guy in Brooklyn. He's
How?
pretty fucked up. He got like hogtied, and I don't know why
Like
I
trying
watch
to
these things.
beat his seed phrase out of him.
Yeah, and it was like his dog was there, and it was like he's like, please don't hurt my dog. It was like really sad.
Oh my god.
I know.
People are sick.
I don't own any crypto. Zero. I have nothing. Actually, I have $0.
I own
Never heard of it.
zero. I have
Everybody has nothing
no
right now.
assets. I have
I have
no
nothing.
crypto. I have no.
I wish I
have
was
that.
joking. I got liquidated.
We're all we all had our money in Luna. You can
Yeah,
have my.
we were all-
you can have my
A week
100
before
Luna.
Luna happened, Brian said, "You guys gotta get in. This thing is
Yeah.
gonna
Yep.
take off,"
Top
and we
secret.
all went all in on
Yep.
Luna.
No, I didn't do that.
Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome. Follow me for some more financial
Yeah.
advice.
Right.
Whenever you hear free money from Brian, just take it because it is free.
Speaking of rich, the final bracelet that was awarded yesterday was the 50K PLO. It went to Robert Cohen, followed by our
to
man
back.
Dash Dudley,
Oh,
who got
what a
second
popular
place,
guy.
and Ben Lamb, who got third.
Yeah, Ben.
However, the man who really stole the show, Jared Blesnick, sports cards.
There it is. Back, baby.
You gonna play that clip? I give him the perfect fucking segue for once in my life. Oh man,
Are you not ready, bro?
It's never easy.
he's dark side.
Hurry up.
He's
In the
dark side
meantime,
now.
Wilson,
No, you're gonna fluster him.
Be pleased with a fifth place finish, but sum up your thoughts for us. Nice shades.
Well, Jeff, I want to say, I've come on here before and I've told the world that these tournaments mean nothing to me. But here, we're playing, it was a $50,000 buy-in. I was playing for $1.4 million. I was playing for a bracelet. And to be honest with you, Jeff, this still does absolutely nothing for me.
And why is that?
I'd rather be selling sports cards. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Jared Blesnick, ladies and gentlemen. Sports cards.
Sports
For a guy
cards.
who
That's
doesn't
what they
play too
call
much-
it, man.
Sports cards.
That's what they call it. Sports
What do you mean
cards.
that's what they call it?
Real life NFTs.
Yeah, my dad was really big into those after he retired. Like had a whole
I'm so
cellar full.
confused.
I love Jared, bro.
I'm so confused by the sports cards industry because there was a point where, like, I guess it would have been mid to late 90s, where, first of all, like, baseball cards were by far the most common and popular.
Yeah, it was around like it was like mid 90s to like early like 2005ish. Yeah.
The industry was like booming, and there were a lot of like high value cards and things. But what ended up happening was there was a massive saturation that took place. A bunch of new companies cropped up. So like there were like the original four. It was like Topps, Donruss, Pinnacle,
Upper Deck.
I feel like I'm forgetting one. I said Donruss.
Oh, you
I
did
said
say
Donruss.
Donruss. Yeah, I mean, those are the major ones.
Score was another one. But
Score.
anyway, so there was like 4 or 5 major brands.
Yeah.
But then like in the 2000s, it got super saturated where they just started printing more cards.
Yeah.
More brands started to come into play. And for the better part of like 15 years, baseball cards were worthless. Like across the board, even the older ones.
But now they're worth. I guess.
Now suddenly like the industry is booming again
No, I
because
wish I had my dad's baseball cards.
I guess a lot of so I guess like what happened maybe over the last 5 years or so, if I'm understanding this correctly, was a lot of industrial money started to come into or flow into the sports card industry as assets.
Yeah.
So they started to like offload cash. Like big corporations started to offload cash by buying up these rares.
Yeah.
As a form of like assets to hold value and try to beat inflation and things of that nature. So I think that gave like a sort of spike, and we saw a lot of what we saw similar to the NFT industry, where there was a lot of corporate money flowing in there as well.
Yeah.
But I'm confused. Like I don't know enough. Like it seems so not stable to me.
I love it. I love that you guys.
Well, there's just enough. I think that it's just big enough that like there's enough buyers and sellers to keep the prices relatively stable. I mean, it's just like it's all over. Like old guys love it. I watched my dad, like, literally, I think he's the reason why I like to gamble, because we would go to get baseball card packs and then like go through them together. Oh, do you have a good one? Like, we'd like freak out. I'm like, it's shiny. He's like, oh no, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Put in the case. Put in the sleeve it.
Yeah.
I love that you guys think that like, he's talking about baseball cards and sports cards. It's a fucking dog whistle, man. You guys don't understand.
Oh my God.
What's he talking? So enlighten us.
Look at him, bro. You think he's light? He's the
So what
ultimate
is it
dark side. He's
actually?
one of the leaders.
Drugs?
And he's talking about sports cards. You guys are eating it up. It's
I know. He kind of said it
it's
tongue
not
in cheek.
sports
You can
cards,
tell it was a
guys.
little tongue in cheek.
Go on. What is
I
it?
can't keep snitching.
Okay, so
I'm just
I
saying,
mean, we can guess
if
that
you guys
it's one of
think
the
it's sports
illegal
cards,
industries.
then it's sports cards. But look at him.
It sounded a bit tongue in cheek when he said it.
Yeah, it's like, I love sports
cards.
Yeah.
And you couldn't see, but he was winking.
That is his business.
Oh, yeah, it's his business, Burke. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, there's a lot of businesses, construction companies.
Yeah, it's transportation. I'm in the transportation business, Burke.
First of all,
I'm in waste management.
It's waste management, not transportation.
That was back in your day.
That was way back
It's
in the
not
day.
transportation.
Waste management's gone.
Waste management is gone. You can't use that anymore. That's just gone. Now it's transportation. Uber. I'm Uber.
You're Uber?
You'll make
Uber.
big money at that. That's the whole reason why waste management was used.
Transportation. It's like,
It's banana transportation.
Yeah.
You know?
It's transportation.
Trucking industry's dead, bro.
Of goods. No, it's not. I thought that
Now
too.
we're
And then
gonna
all of a
What do you
sudden,
mean? Why do you
bananas
say
are
it's
plastic.
dead?
people were saying, like, trucking is fire
Yeah,
right now.
truckers. I played with a trucker. They make a lot of money.
Yeah, they make good money.
He was shipping Oatly. I was like, get me a case of that shit.
Of what?
Oat milk.
Oat milk.
Oatly.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, do you guys think Oatly's gonna like blow up?
It already did.
I don't know.
Oatly? What, did they have a stock?
I know, but the stock is like hella down, so I threw money in there.
Everything's hella down.
I threw money in Oatly.
I don't
'Cause
know.
was like,
I feel like Oatly is booming now, so maybe not.
It is for
No,
you.
but the stock is
in the
down.
in the Melissa fridge
Yeah.
section.
This is what
always
happened. I went to
correlated,
Starbucks, right? And I was like, how many people asked for oat milk?
A lot.
And they were like, it's the most popular
Yes,
thing.
they're
And I was
out
like,
all the time.
went on Robinhood.
They run
Oatly.
out all the time. I
There you
mean,
go.
all the like it's just it's really popular with women, especially. We
Michelle's
love our,
she
yeah.
always has oat
I'm an
milk.
Oatly
Yeah.
diehard.
Explain.
Like, there's no. It's better than all other oat milks.
All right,
Like,
I'm buying more.
it just tastes better. Like, I've tried so many brands.
There's
and
always
Oatly-
like 2 or 3 cartons in our fridge at
Yeah,
any given
same.
time.
Yeah.
3 cartons?
Yeah,
At
I buy
least 2.
3. I buy 3
At
every
least
month.
2.
What?
I'm
When
buying.
I went to Starbucks
I'm
today,
buying.
the 2 people that ordered while I was standing right there put oat milk in their
Yeah,
drinks.
it's just fucking banging.
Can we get to the bottom of this?
How do you make milk out of
how
oats?
dumb is everybody? What do you guys think oat milk is? You
are
can't milk a
so,
fucking oat.
Like,
Oh,
you are so condescending.
I'm just calling it like it is. Look, I'm sorry that you like oat milk.
People.
Okay, so
looking down your
for,
nose
like,
at us for
someone-
enjoying stuff.
For someone like my girlfriend, she like her, she has a like when I know she's not lactose intolerant, but like
Yeah,
when
I'm
she drinks
lactose
milk,
It's a milk
Yeah.
alternative.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
It affects her stomach, so like
Fine,
she would drink almond milk, but then
Yeah.
she moved to oat milk
Yeah, me
because she
too.
likes the taste of it
tastes
better,
better.
and I think it's better for the environment. and
It's
everything
also
that.
like higher fat. I've tried to make it myself.
fat?
Okay, shush. I've made it myself before. You blend up oats with water and then you strain it really well, but mine didn't taste good. So I just buy it.
It becomes like a white color.
Yeah, if you blend oats with water, like it just becomes.
Where does the fat come
yeah, I don't
from?
think there's any fat.
Why
in
is it
there?
called milk?
There's no fat in oats.
Well,
What the fuck are you talking about?
well,
It can't be higher
they
fat
put
than
no, but
nuts.
they usually blend. They usually like emulsify some oil in there too.
Yeah, sunflower oil, which is god awful. It's like
You're god awful. Your attitude is god
It's
awful.
like one of the number one worst ingredients in processed
How
foods.
do you know it's sunflower
yeah.
oil? You just pulled that
I'm
out of
looking
your
at the
ass.
ingredient list.
Okay.
Of Oatly? Are you looking at Oatly?
I'm buying Oatly
Go
stock.
to
I don't care what
Oatly
anyone
ingredients.
says.
I don't want to know about these other trash brands.
Down bad brands.
He's doing this to prove his argument by going to these gross brands. I mean, you're so
Yeah, I
you're
don't see
so
any sunflower
you're so
oil. I see
elitist.
rapeseed.
Grapeseed oil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rapeseed oil.
Yeah, way better.
Yeah. So shove that.
Why is that?
where
Why
the
is it
sun
better?
don't
Brian has
shine.
no idea what grapes are.
Yeah.
And it has vitamin A and vitamin D2 and vitamin
Check
B12.
it out. I drink.
Honestly, I pulled this up. It says vegetable oil, and then in parentheses, it doesn't say grapeseed. It literally says rapeseed.
Rapeseed?
That's what it says. It says R-A-P-E-S-E-E-D.
That's a little sus.
The point is, like, it's probably better than drinking cow milk.
Yeah, pussing.
That's not the debate here. That's not the debate here. There are a ton of.
I know in your world you want everyone to eat dust or whatever.
No, I don't give a shit if you drink milk or not.
Chicken, rice, eggs,
What are you talking about? That's literally
food.
what this is. You're advocating for exactly what I say.
I'm
like,
not advocating for anyone else to drink it. I enjoy it.
I'm just saying, like, I don't get it. Like,
have you tried it?
No, that's not. I'm not saying I wouldn't like it. I'm just saying that it's not milk. It's literally blended up oats. Like,
it's a milky substance.
Like nut milk is the oil or whatever pressed out of nuts mixed with water. And even then it's just like, okay,
that's
I understand.
Not milk. None of it's milk, and none of it comes from a teat.
Why is it called oat milk?
But it's just because it's milky. Like it satisfies the milk like taste, like if you want milk in your coffee, this looks like it has milk in it.
Yeah, I guess like the point I'm making is that most milk alternatives come with a similar composition macro wise as regular milk. Like it's higher in fat, it's very low in carbs.
About macros. Do I look like I want
not everything's about you, Melissa. Well, it's about the general idea.
It is about my enjoyment of oat milk, and
so you just don't like that they call it milk. That's what you're saying.
You don't like that I'm with you. I don't like that, they call fake chicken because that's not chicken.
Yeah.
And when I put it in my mouth, it tastes like industrial
or tuna
sponge.
Fish. They call it chicken of the sea. And then Jessica Simpson gets all confused.
Yeah. You can't be confusing Jessica out here. But I mean, I don't like, putting fake chicken in my mouth. It tastes like
I think
sponge.
at some point this will be at some point this will be milk, right? Because eventually cow milk. No, eventually cow milk just goes away.
The point I'm trying to arrive at here is that in order to create oat milk, I'm looking at Oatly's ingredients now, and Brian's right, it's vegetable oil, which is like absolute trash. In order to create oat milk, you have to come up with a processed version of something that already exists elsewhere. So sure, you don't want to drink milk, I understand. You don't want to drink cream, I understand, whatever. But like there are infinitely better alternatives than oat milk, and it's being pushed as the latest, greatest alternative.
I don't think people are saying that it's like
it's definitely healthier than cow milk.
Healthier how?
Because cow milk it's
better for the environment.
Well, that's
maybe.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, no, but that's not even necessarily true. That's just like an argument you could potentially make that agriculture is lower impact on the environment than the meat industry or dairy industry. But like that's not even necessarily true. Agriculture has a huge environmental tax.
I think it's just. I mean, I don't know all the science behind it, but I think it's accepted that cow milk is.
Berkey, fun at parties.
You don't want to hear that the shit you're eating isn't healthy. That's fine.
I don't give a fuck. I like the taste. I think it tastes amazing, and I would bathe in it.
No, you wouldn't.
Bathing in it would actually make a lot more sense.
I love oats. It's like a nice nutty flavor. It's very creamy, creamier than like almond milk and all that garbage. Tastes
what
too
would you,
sweet.
Yeah, what would you recommend someone drink if they want to
nut milk is a far better alternative if you're not allergic to nuts.
Yeah, but I don't.
So then what's your beef then?
Huh?
What's your beef?
What's your beef with oat milk then?
That it's trash.
What's wrong with oat milk?
Oat isn't nuts.
What almond milk then? You're saying?
Almond, cashew,
Soy,
coconut
macadamia milk is good.
Macadamia milk, whatever.
Oh, well, that reminds me. I gotta get some more macadamia nuts.
You should try macadamia milk.
Why would you prefer almond milk?
Because it's far less processed. You can create it very simply with two ingredients:
you can
the nut
also
and the water.
You realize oat milk is just blended oats strained.
No, it's highly processed.
No, it's highly
processed.
Is highly processed. Well, vegetable oil is the second ingredient.
So is like
cartoned
almond milk, unless you're making it yourself.
Not necessarily.
I'm sure it is.
No, you can get the Khalifa brand. It's two ingredients.
Wiz Khalifa?
Wiz Khalifa. Listen, I'm not buying Wiz Khalifa's almond milk. That's ridiculous.
Wait a minute. When you tried to be a scientist and create your own oat milk, how different did that taste from Oatly?
It was very different. I put like MCT oil in it because I didn't really know what else. I didn't want to put olive oil. Like MCT is very like tasteless. But I didn't have a like proper strainer, so I was like trying to strain it through paper towels and like it was just like not very creamy, and I don't know. I think I could probably like test.
again.
Yeah, I could probably test, but it's like a lot of work, and I'd
Wow.
rather just buy the Oatly because I know it tastes good every time.
It's good for me.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely doable to like make your own oat milk.
I'm buying oat milk. I'm buying.
It's pretty
Oatly stuff.
simple, actually.
I am very confused how it becomes creamy.
It's weird. Like you just put it in the blender, and like once it blends, it just turns white.
How much sugar content is in Oatly? There's got to be sugar in there.
I don't care, man.
I'm not asking if, like, in the sense of if you care or not. But, like, there has to make something that makes it
Everyone needs
taste
to
good,
live a little.
right?
Yeah, it's
Like
the
the sugar
oats
makes it taste
and
sugar.
like
According to
the
this
oil
carton, it says
emulsification.
7 grams of total sugar. 16.
Yeah, that's why that shit tastes
Yeah,
good.
there's sugar.
Yeah, but so almond
Sugar
milk also has
good.
sugar in it.
Dude, butter's good, sugar's good. Respect. You want to have sugar, you can have sugar.
I mean, honestly, it's just like what a way to live. Criticizing oat
There's
milk.
zero added sugar.
Wait,
Zero
wait.
added sugar. So I mean, it's not like they're adding sugar
Yeah.
to it, but
Wait, what?
Wait.
There's no
Wait.
sugar in oats. There's no sugar in oats.
Yo, Oatly, if you want to sponsor,
I'm just reading what the carton
That's like
says,
saying
man.
there's 5 grams of fat and they're not adding any. Like, what?
I'm just reading what the carton says.
Brian, I think the way it works is there's no added sugar after the sugar they already added.
Maybe that might be it.
nah, y'all bugging, bro.
Yeah, you guys are
What?
Wait, what?
Wait.
Don't hate because you don't understand.
All right,
Yeah,
so
don't hate
sports
me.
cards.
Because you don't understand.
Sports cards.
All right, sports cards is a euphemism for oat milk. He's out there selling oat milk. That's what's happening.
Yo, what if he
He's
has,
out there slinging oat milk out
He's
of the
got a
back of
piece
a
of
fucking
Oatly, yeah.
truck.
I mean, maybe. I'll buy some.
I'll buy it too. He knows.
Finn's all in on Oatly stock.
he's buying some right now. He's literally buying some
I
right
already
now.
know. This is how you buy. You buy with your ears.
Ears,
when you
yeah.
hear
Buy
people,
with your
when you
ears.
hear people like Oatly's fire, oat
Oatly's
milk
the
is the new
best.
thing. It's like buy.
They have
buy.
Oatly yogurt now. Like they're
Yeah,
really
that's it.
expanding.
What else have your ears heard?
I'm not telling you, bro. I'm not a snitch.
Wait, they have Oatly yogurt?
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Wouldn't
yeah.
that just
have a
be?
whole
Wouldn't that
brand.
just be oatmeal?
No.
I mean,
No, you don't
no,
get
not
it,
even
bro.
close.
It is an oatmeal.
Not
though.
even close.
It doesn't have oats.
Yo,
like,
go drink your fucking.
Go your side.
Go drink your fucking red cap fucking cow milk.
Yeah.
Whole milk.
Muscle milk.
Yeah, whole milk.
Go
Muscle
drink-
milk.
Go drink your
fat.
Muscle milk.
powdered
Yeah, drink
eggs
muscle
and
milk.
shit,
No,
whatever the
muscle milk
fuck
is
you
fucking
guys-
garbage.
But it's milk.
Wow, there goes another sponsor.
It literally is not.
Berkey just doesn't want us
I
to get
just
sponsored.
got an email from Muscle Milk asking to
Oatly.
sponsor us.
Yeah.
Now they're gone.
And
Good.
then-
We're
No,
gonna
Buy
be
I
Oatly,
would
buy
definitely
muscle
take
milk.
sponsor from Oatly. Oatly can
Same.
do whatever they
What
want.
about Oakley?
But now it's totally
Not
done.
Oakley.
Why not Oakley? What's wrong
Stop.
with
We
Oakley?
know what Oakley represents.
Yeah.
Stop.
I got
What?
5-bet bluffed by a guy with Oakleys on, and then
Oh, like
he was
his
he was
mitts?
under the gun, and he showed ace-3 off.
You sure they were Oakleys and not Blue Fire optics?
Blue Shark optics.
Blue Shark optics.
No, they were Oakleys.
Yo, the Blue Sharks was crazy.
Fire.
I only wear Versace's.
Yo, let's go, baby. Look at that guy. That's a sexy man right there.
right.
That's that dude right there.
All I
That's the
need-
guy that's
all-
gonna win the Millie Maker.
All I need is a you know
Can we
a
get you to
cold
wear the
brew with
shades
some
for day two?
Oatly in it.
You
I'll
need
be
to-
good
what's
to
up?
go.
Can we get you to wear those Versace's for day 2?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Final table? Should I bring these
He
tonight?
likes the nice
You
Pat-
put them on if
Pat-
you make the final table.
Pat's got me some glasses, so I'll be good.
Really?
You will not put these on if you make the final table?
What
How
kind
about
of
He
that?
basically
glasses?
just said
Brian,
Pads
that's
is a better
your
friend than you.
legendary artifact.
You have to wear those. I will not. I'll take my piece back unless you wear those, though.
I will wear them if I make daytime.
Do you still have the full tilt
I think it's
jacket?
better for him.
That's your like you know like everybody
know, I
has
don't have very lucky
everybody has like a
actually.
legendary artifact. Like those glasses are your legendary artifact. Like the Tice knit shirt, that's my legendary artifact.
it is.
No,
That's
we
gonna
don't,
be
we don't bring
retired.
that up.
Right?
We're retired
like
now.
Cancel.
everyone's got their legendary artifact. I can't steal your artifact. That's
true.
yours.
Yeah, it'd be weird if I was
Can
wearing
you
that
put
shirt.
the bat
Yeah.
down?
Yeah,
Do you
no.
still have the full
The
tilt?
bat's part of this
zip up?
outfit. It's a good outfit. It's nice. I feel
It's
like I feel
probably
like I'm
somewhere
a greaser
buried
in the
somewhere.
90s.
Who God knows where.
I don't think Brian gets rid of things.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, I do. No, I do.
Brian, you a hoarder?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not
Yeah,
at all.
are you
I
saying
feel
he's a
like
hoarder?
either him or his parents still have the full tilt zip up jacket.
It's got to be somewhere.
I can see Chico just like strolling around the house, no undershirt, chest hair popping, track jacket half zipped.
I knocked out a pro.
Mary, did you see these tomatoes? They're really coming in this year.
What's your like read on a guy who's wearing like a full tilt hat?
It's
Careful.
been so long,
Careful.
man.
This might be half our audience.
I mean, they don't bluff.
Okay.
Not well, anyway.
They once knocked out a pro.
All All right. Just wondering. I've been seeing.
If you still have full tilt garb, there's a good chance that you don't know how the game works.
It's kind of
in
vintage
today's
now.
game.
Maybe I should wear
vintage.
some.
It's like
I'm
a
gonna order a
Michelin
full
Ness jersey. You know, the Michelin Ness, you got the Alex English Denver Nuggets on. Like,
Yeah, it's a little bit
It's like
vintage.
that.
Yeah.
I was talking to Landon today when we were walking out of the house, and
What are we talking about?
we were talking about the 3K field,
Here we go.
and he was, he's telling me all these hand histories. And
Was I?
I could just hear his voice starting to inflect a little bit more with each one.
I already know that this is
And
gonna
it's
be
just
bad.
like, yeah, he just gave up. I got to win so many pots I didn't deserve because they just gave up.
I did win a lot of pots I should never win.
I go, yeah, that's crazy that in a 1,300 man field there are some people who don't know what the machine would do. And he goes, it is crazy. They should at least have an idea.
I didn't scream at you. I didn't yell at you. I just said it in a nice
That is
voice.
it's a funny statement. Though.
Yeah, like I would not that I would
He's
expect
appalled.
the entire.
Can you
I'm
imagine-
not appalled.
At least
It's
shocked.
just
Yo, can you
shocking.
imagine what these business people say about us? They're like, these idiots.
Oh, we're
they have
plebs.
no idea how business works. like what we say about
Who
you know,
said
people-
I know how business works?
No, I'm just
No, but
saying,
that's
like the
just, like,
way
the
that
same
you're
no-
talking about how they don't know anything about like the machine and the bluffing frequencies. They're like, this idiot hasn't ever run a P&L in his entire life. Like, they don't, like we're just like
And guess what?
business
It's not
whales.
right.
Yeah.
They're right.
We're
Right.
business whales, and then Chamath
yeah.
is just like looking at Berkey like, you must think you're so good at this game. I play the real game.
But that's the thing is like I'm not claiming to be a business expert. I'm not
They're
claiming.
They're not
claiming to
claiming to
be
be a poker
poker
expert. Stop
Yeah.
shitting on them.
Right,
Stop
I'm-
shitting on them.
That's the
I'm
thing.
not.
Don't shit on them behind their back either.
No, but it's just a
Not
funny perspective
openly.
because you've been so immersed in poker that it's like hard to conceive that like people have never looked at a spot on Bio
It's not that
before.
it's like obviously like there are some people like at tables and like when I play where it's like okay this is not surprising or shocking, but then like sometimes like you play a hand versus someone you think has studied or like looks like they care more about poker like or are a pro and like choose wrong sizes or don't choose
But
the
those
right
guys always make the
thing.
final table.
Maybe it's like
I always
yeah,
see
but-
the final table, and I'm like,
That's
you played
because
that
there's
wrong,
a critical
but-
mass, right? There's a critical mass of them. There's so many. Like, how can you
yeah,
beat
but like
the
you
sea?
can't judge someone's entire knowledge based on a couple spots that you see they use a wrong
You act
size.
like you don't get it wrong ever.
And like, yeah, you never know what they're noticing about you. Like, oh, look
yeah,
at this fucking
maybe
idiot.
you fucked up a hand, and
Yeah,
they're like, oh, I
exactly.
thought this guy was good.
We all like are making
Oh,
mistakes,
hail
and maybe
Landon.
they're judging only
But
your
he's
mistakes
wrong.
too.
I probably have.
My reply to Landon making that observation was, and today was the day that poker died. He's like, imagine if 1,350 people showed up and all of them
Poker is
knew not to
alive
check
and
down
well.
5 high.
It's alive and well out there.
Wow, you just had to go with the check down 5
Well, that's the thing is,
I
it's
mean,
never.
that
It's,
fucking
had to do it,
stinks,
didn't you?
bro.
Jeez.
Stinks.
that's the
To
thing,
high
man.
heaven.
It's never gonna happen, right? It doesn't really matter. It's like that's never gonna be the state of poker. Like,
Oh, never say never, young man.
bro, everyone wants to win a bracelet. These fields are gonna be great forever.
Oh boy.
Oh, today was the day. Today's the day.
There's Dan O'Brien.
Today's the day.
Did you guys begin the Dan O'Brien
The
picture yet?
day
I thought it was further than it is.
poker died.
Well, it's not today.
I'm
it's
singing
not tomorrow.
Live poker is
Bye, bye.
alive and well.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy's talking about.
God, it
Oh,
hurts.
cue
Like,
Dan O'Brien.
Obviously, online is like
no.
online is
Oh,
kind of
no.
trajecting downwards
no.
fast, right?
Images.
Oh man. Yeah.
That's the face he would
fuck,
make if he heard you say that
man.
statement.
Yeah.
Why?
I thought we had
Because,
another.
like,
I thought we had
nothing
another 7 years.
lasts
Me too.
forever.
We're down
like
bad.
7 years.
It's
I was
all
like,
like-
Berk,
cold November.
Oh man,
another
I got a
7
good one.
years.
How are we all speaking at the same time?
I got a good one. I found a great Dan O'Brien picture for today. I'm so excited.
I mean, I don't think live poker is
I don't
gonna
think he
die
knows how the
anytime
mic
soon.
works. He speaks his thoughts out loud with no conclusion.
What is that? What is that tab?
Wow, that's amazing.
This fucking guy bought a case, man.
That's hilarious.
The tab just keeps growing.
Oh
No, but
my
seriously, like
God.
poker is gonna be
Stop!
fine.
We're talking
No.
about the tab.
Dude, the tab's over. The tab's over.
He's been sitting here
Tab is
thinking
not
about
over.
his
We're going
six
back to
point
poker.
during tab.
All right?
The tab's over. But like, poker's gonna be fine for the next 10 years plus, right?
That is such a bold statement.
For live poker tournaments?
What allows you to make such a confident projection?
For live poker?
He needs it to be because he needs to make
Yeah,
money.
he's committed.
It's called hopium.
It's not even a hopium. Like, WSOP is gonna be great for the next.
Who
for the next
knows
10
what
years.
happens?
you
Like, 10
think-
years is a long time.
Do you think
I know, I
10
could be
years
dead.
from now, you have, let's call it a 25% probability of making $1 million through poker?
Like, after buy-ins, after everything.
Profit.
From just strictly playing
10
poker
years.
alone?
Yeah.
I would like to think so, yeah.
So at 33 in 2032, do you think that you
Dude,
have
that's
at
a
least a
long-
25% likelihood of making $1 million profit through poker?
Yeah, definitely.
I wish
not
I had
you,
that
man.
level of hope.
Where's-
Whoa, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Wow, that's
Ooh,
fire.
those are
I'm
fighting
not-
words.
Yeah.
Talk.
No,
What's
Talk
that
your
mean?
shit,
No,
man.
yeah,
That's what you
yeah.
gotta say.
You said flex.
What stakes do you think you'll
No,
have
no.
to be playing to profit $1 million at that point?
It's only $100K a year.
He said
No,
5'10" with
no.
$1 million buy.
You said
$1 million profit
in 10 years.
A year?
No, 10 years from now, in 2032.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, not
Over
just
that
that
fiscal
10
year,
years.
yes.
Just for that year.
Oh, you're saying in what year out of 1 through 10 do you profit $1 million?
No, like, okay, in
year
10 years.
10. In year 10.
In year number 10,
In
2032. From
Okay.
January to
percentage chance do
December
you
of
have of being
2032,
able to
do you think there's
profit $1 million?
25% likelihood you'll make $1 million that year? Profit.
I think so. In 10 years, if I stick with poker and like I study and
Who
stuff,
knows
and there's
what?
like,
Just like who
I
knows
think
what
there's
poker's
more than a
gonna look like.
25% chance that's possible.
It'll be
yeah.
so hard, dude. It'll be
It's
so
not,
What
I
do you-
didn't say
what do you-
100% chance.
Okay, what do you think your
One in-
probability of making $1 million next year is?
Low.
What?
10 years is a long time.
yeah,
I've only
but-
played poker for 3.
Right, but I think that the
Look
reason
where he is now, Burke. 3 years. Look where he is now.
the reason I'm
It's a straight shot to the top.
okay. Let me finish this thought experiment. What stakes do you think you'll need to be playing that year in order to profit $1 million?
Within that time frame in
No,
10 years?
that year.
That exact year.
Yeah, you have to be playing high rollers, like Triton high rollers. You have to be playing everything. You have to be playing like call it everything ABI 5K plus. You just have to go to Florida, play the 25K.
You think you can make $1 million with an average buy-in? $1 million profit with an average buy-in of
you can make $1 million
5Ks?
an average buy-in of like 20 to 30K.
Wait, say that again.
If you have an average buy-in, if you're playing 300Ks, if you're playing like call
Just
it,
speak in terms of ABI.
if you're playing an ABI of 25K, it's definitely possible.
Okay, you said 5K.
5K,
I'd say.
if you're playing 5Ks and up.
5Ks plus.
If you're playing 5K tournaments plus, like if you're playing
Well,
3,500
still though,
mains.
even okay. Let's.
If you're
let's-
playing Florida
even if it's
25Ks.
25K, even if
If
it's
you're
See,
playing
you see why I
Tritons.
get fucking caught in the trap of these stories? He literally said average buy-in of
He did say that.
$5,000,
That's not
and
what
now
I-
it turns into
It's not what he-
5x
it's not what he
now.
meant. He missed
That's
it.
not what he says. Not what he meant.
But whose
Okay, we'll
average
rewind.
buy-in is 25K?
People have ABIs of 25K.
High
That's
roller.
because
Sure.
there's outliers of like
Poker
they're playing
go-
300.
Poker Go Tour. You play Triton stops. You play all the Triton stops. You go
Right,
to
right,
EPT.
okay.
There's
So
a way.
what-
You can have an ABI of
Can
25K.
we just do the math?
There's
real
like
quick?
14
It's like,
people in the
what-
world
What's
that
win rate
In
of
10
25K?
years, too, that's-
Playing, he's
It's a
winning
long
like
time.
Yeah.
Who knows what's gonna happen,
0.15?
right? Who knows what's gonna happen?
I mean,
think
if he has like, call it 25%.
25%.
Yeah, it's high, obviously.
Are you talking $1 million adjusted for inflation?
Profit.
Adjusted for inflation?
Yeah, because $1
Because
million
in
then
10
is going to
years
be
might be
100K.
Yeah, I'm giving him that leeway.
Okay.
Because the point I'm trying to make is that he's projecting in a very linear capacity.
Even if ABI is 0.25, that means every time he regs of 25K, it's $6,000.
Yeah.
He needs to play a lot of these.
You gotta play a lot.
200.
There's not that many though.
No, you have to play like 200.
There's a decent amount. There's a
Dude, you
decent
gotta
amount of
play
volume.
Yeah, you have to play 200
25K.
You'd have to play
Yeah,
some
180.
under.
You have to play 200 high rollers in a year and have an ROI of 25%.
Yeah. And have all of yourself.
No.
No, it
Average
doesn't
buy-in
matter
is
about
25.
having all. Just means
Yeah,
profit
well-
from poker.
I mean, you can play
Oh, I thought you
300K.
meant profit for himself.
No, you just mean profit from poker.
Okay.
Yes, profit for himself.
Right, so he has to have all of himself.
No,
in
he
these
doesn't. He just has to have all of the 25K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have
Anyways,
all 25Ks.
I think that
that's
is
average buy-in.
possible. I
Right,
think
and the point that I'm trying to get at is the reason why you think it's possible is because you're projecting linear growth.
okay.
So you're projecting that your skills are going to outpace the decline of No Limit Hold'em, which could very well be true. But what you're over exaggerating and under exaggerating is how fast your skills will increase and compared to how fast poker will decline. So basically, you're projecting that in 10 years, poker's decline will be very minimal, and the landscape will still look very close to what it looks like today, while you're going to be 10 years linearly improved. So maybe somewhere between 10 and 50x better than you are now.
Who knows what poker is going to look like in 10 years?
That's the point I'm trying to make, is that it's a declining industry.
At least in the high roller scene, call it, right? When you talk about like I think an ABI of like 1,100, like the MSPTs or like.
Do you think high rollers are growing, shrinking, or staying the same?
They're shrinking.
Okay,
they're shrinking 100%.
So if you extrapolate that out over 10 years, you're going to get your wish. You're not going to see a 1,300 man field because everybody who hadn't looked at a solved will stop redging. And now you're going to see a 250 man field where the minimum barrier of entry is that you've done 1,000 hours of solver work.
How have the field sizes of this year for the series been in relation to other years?
Comparable.
Okay, so why is there no decline there?
How about the high rollers, though?
Because it was a good year.
The high rollers are way down.
Yeah.
The high
Way
rollers.
down.
It was a good year.
No. Actually, it depends. It's very price sensitive. The 25K is the biggest that it's ever been.
Okay.
Same with the 25K PLO. But the 100K bounty, and maybe because it was a bounty, we'll see what happens with the next 100K.
Yeah.
That was a record low.
It was also
good.
No, sorry. It was also a really good year until very recently for investors. So like a lot of backers, a lot of people in business made a lot of money within the last, before the market like went down with both stocks and.
I mean, people were investing in crypto and it was mooning, and then they were wanting to back people.
Right. So there's still money that they have before everything started coming down, but this might now.
I don't think you want to zoom in too much on that though, because markets are always going to fluctuate like that.
Yeah, but not like this.
Yeah.
This is pretty bad.
Yeah, like this is. People also, it was just like people made a lot of money,
I was reading a good
COVID beginning until very
recently.
recently.
That part's true. But again, when you zoom out over like a 10, 20, 30-year span, you're going to see those fluctuations, and the line's going to look a lot more linear than it actually does when you're zoomed in.
Yeah.
I was reading a good thread about this where I can't remember who wrote it, but they were saying that like in a lifetime, you'll live through 5 to 7 recessions. And it's like we're on the brink of one. So it's like, of course, everything is going to be heightened and overly sensitive to where you're going to see a lot of shrinking take place in any sort of liquid market, and poker being one of them, right? But that's not why poker's in a decline. It's not due to.
No, I was talking about high buy-ins.
High buy-ins
is different.
Fair.
Yeah.
But that also lends to the point of if these high rollers are priced so highly that a small correction in any sort of financial market now dips those numbers, then they're going to be very difficult to sustain, at least at that buy-in level.
I think,
and you're going to see the same thing you see happen with like online cash, where 10-20 is the new high stakes.
Yeah, this happened before. Remember 25Ks were rare?
Yeah.
Then everybody made a bunch of money, in markets, whatever. Then at 25Ks became like, it wasn't even a high. Well, it almost got to the point where 25Ks weren't even like a high roller anymore.
But it's because of a few things: inflation, and the fact that 10x those stakes started running regularly.
Right.
If you just eliminate 100Ks and above, 25Ks now become a very big price point.
Yeah.
Right. But like
25Ks when they first started were a big price point.
Yeah.
It was like, holy shit, you're playing a 25K,
right?
Aria versus
it was also like a 25K. Was a high roller, and then the next biggest buy-in you could play was the $1 million one drop.
Right.
So it was such a massive gap between the elite and the next tier that basically the stepping up process was linear but not gradual. It was really steep.
It was slow.
Yeah, because it was really steep, right? You go from playing like 1500s to making your way up to the 5K price point, and then it's another big jump to 10K, even though financially it might not be that big, like competition-wise, it was very big.
Yeah.
And then the jump from 10K to 25K may not have been that big competition-wise, but now it's big monetarily speaking.
Right. Did the PCA start the like 100Ks and stuff first?
Good question. I'm not sure.
I remember like Vanessa.
There was the Alpha 8.
Yeah, Alpha 8 was a thing.
Was early.
Alpha 8, but I kind of just feel like PCA had 100K because I remember like Vanessa playing, Scott playing, Doc Sands playing slow as fuck.
I mean, it was all around that same time frame. Yeah. Alpha 8 was like right around that time frame as well. I feel like the $1 million one drop was the first true high roller that we saw back in 2012.
As Antonio's?
Yeah. I don't think that there was any 100K buy-ins at that point. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't recall any.
That was
And then the following year, WSOP introduced the 100K one drop.
Which 111.
As far as I recall, was the first 100K that ever ran. But again, I could be way off.
Yeah,
like, my timeline could be a little off.
But the point is still the same.
Yeah. At that point, 25K was like the big buy-in, and it was the WPT championship.
15K.
No, it got reduced to 15K later.
Oh.
When I played it was 15K, but that wasn't until like 2016, maybe. It was the last year that it was open.
What happened to that tournament series that they tried to do here, like the Bobby Baldwin Classic or something?
Dead. WPT has a not a huge turnover, but like they're not afraid to turn over if they don't get the results, right? Like Festa Lago was a Bellagio event. They usually come to Bellagio 3 times a year.
Ooh, Festia Lago?
There was Festia Lago. The Doyle Brunson. Was Doyle Brunson also 5 Diamond?
I thought there was a Doyle Brunson one.
It was the Doyle Brunson Classic, I think, and then the 5 Diamond. I think they were all 3 separate events. And they cut it just down to 5 Diamond because Bellagio basically is not a good venue to run tournaments.
Right.
And now I think they've released the second half of the schedule this year, and 5 Diamond's clipped.
They're done.
Which is fucking crazy, man.
5 Diamond was really... 5
It's
Diamond
smashed.
Also, 5 Diamond had this allure of
I mean, they still have it basically, but it's just at the win now. It's the same time.
Yeah, but that's a huge loss for Bellagio.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying for WPT's eyes, it's the same thing.
But to that point, basically they decided like, okay, look, you guys get 10 million in the prize pool every year for 5 Diamond. Can you get it to 15? And the short answer is no. We can't house anyone else.
Yep.
The reason it's 10 million is because we're turning people away.
Yeah.
So they just go, okay, we'll go to win.
They also care zero, bro. Trust me, I was there every day. There was no way you knew 5 Diamond was coming. Like if you walked into the poker room, there were no signs. The floor didn't tell you. There was no shot. And I was there every day, and they never mentioned 5 Diamond. You had no idea there was a tournament coming. And then one day, you walk in, and there's a tournament.
The prelims bombed every year. Every year they were bad.
Do these places make more money in running an MTT, like say the 5 Diamond 10K?
Not
as opposed to
Bellagio.
cash?
Not Bellagio.
No.
Bellagio's a cash
And
game
I think
house.
Commerce had the same thing. Although Commerce at least
But
had
they
a
moved it
segregated.
upstairs.
Yeah, but LAPC's dead.
Yeah, they probably just don't care, dude. These people make so much money in cash.
But LAPC,
Well, I think that they just turned it into a small festival, like smaller buy-in festival,
my God, it's
which
so
does really fucking well.
Yeah.
Right. So they just smash and rake, and now they don't have to pay WPT a fee to bring it in. But like that's crazy because that was a legendary event that was marked on everybody. So many big events that were a staple of WPT for like 15 plus years have fallen.
Yeah.
Bay 101, one of the most popular events.
So I said Bay 101 was a 7,500. Was I wrong?
It's been so many different buy-in
It was like a
levels.
5K.
It started off at 5.
No, it started off at 10.
Oh, it started off at 10?
It started off at 10.
Then went to 5?
It reduced to either 5 or 75, and then either increased to 75 or reduced to 5.
yeah, I
But,
remember
like,
it being some odd number one year.
Yeah.
6420.
No, it was 75. I'm like almost sure, but whatever.
Same
it doesn't
thing
matter.
with Legends at the bike.
Oh yeah,
That was a huge event. These 3 California events were massive. They were 2 million to first a lot of the time.
Yeah,
and I mean,
when-
obviously I'm talking like glory days, like 2012,
When Mo
2013.
won,
They're
right?
also being replaced. Like now they're doing a 15 million guarantee in December. Like they're being replaced by other events. It's not like they're just dying and nothing's in their
And
place.
were they re-entry or no?
No.
That's sick.
How do they have
Bay
so much
101, you could play both days.
Right.
LAPC was 1 day, 1, no re-entry,
2
straight
million for
freeze out.
first, 1 bullet.
Bro,
that's
how?
wild.
How?
That's how
Like
big
even in these
poker
WSOP
was.
tournaments,
That's
like
how big poker was.
Bro, that's
10
what I'm
years
saying.
ago.
10 years ago.
Bro, but like also at the same time, like imagine if these WSOP events had rebuys. Like even without
They do.
rebuys, well they have 1. They
Yeah,
don't
but
have
they used to
old-
have 0.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, you can't project a linear
Why?
path. 10 years ago in 2012, I would have been in your shoes saying, like, of course I'll make $1 million 10 years from now. Every single tournament I play is $1 million up top.
Yeah.
And that was true in 2012. When I made my first final table in 2011 at the WSOP, it was a $2,500 buy-in. First place was $770,000.
1 bullet.
Well,
One
I mean,
bullet.
One bullet.
No re-entry.
Strong. Yeah.
770K. You won't see a single buy-in or a single event outside of the marquee
Like
millionaire
Monster Stack.
Yeah, the unwinnable
whatever.
ones basically.
But I like the that they don't do anymore, but the like rebuy thing where you would buy like
At the table?
yeah,
Like an
and you
actual
bring-
rebuy, not a re-entry.
Yeah, they
right,
couldn't
you buy a certain amount of buy-ins.
They
and then
just
have
could
them.
never do that again.
Why?
It's because they take rake on the second. They take
Well,
rake.
now they take rake on the reentry,
Before
but
they
that's not
didn't.
why.
Okay,
Right,
but
so you
rate
just-
them.
I remember-
You just
That,
buy
that's
them.
not why they stopped it.
No, because
They
people were
stopped
trying
it
to buy
because it's
bracelets.
it's a straight cash business where you're trusting like people with an hourly
Yeah.
to handle it, and there was just like a lot of stealing. There was a lot of rebuy money that went missing.
I
And
remember-
people didn't like
remember-
that. Like one person would just like fire like $40,000.
I think
into it.
they're one of the
Negrano's
first.
notorious.
Yeah.
Him and
I mean,
Ivory
they
were
did it with the
notorious.
flip and go though.
I remember watching
Yeah.
Phil Ivey at like one of the first Aussie Millions, and he didn't know it was like re-entry instead of rebuy, and he had the best table ever, right? And he busted, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna re-enter." And then he stayed at his seat, and then he like, he gives
fished
someone
out the
like
money.
the floor comes and he gives them like some money.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "No, Phil, you got to get up." And he's like, "No, I want to stay here." But they made him get up, and obviously the commentators were just like, "Yeah, we know, Phil. We know what you're trying to do." Like,
Yeah. Rebuy tournaments were very
it sounds
interesting.
fun. I mean, why can't they just do it where you buy the like tickets at the window, then you have the tickets?
Well, how many would you buy?
I don't know, however many you want.
It's gonna be
I
something
wouldn't
out there.
personally
It's just
like
like
buying
super,
a lot of them.
Yeah, it's
but
just like crazy messy.
Yeah, it takes
they did
a
it
lot
with the
of
flip
work.
and go. It seemed fine.
Well, they didn't, right? Didn't you have to like basically wait in line similar to a sit and go?
Yeah.
do people go broke
Oh.
faster
Yeah.
with re-entries though?
Like
Like if you're a losing
yes,
player,
of course.
you keep like before. Maybe people didn't go broke as fast.
Yeah, maybe when.
Well,
things
there's a
were
lot of
mostly
reasons
freeze
why
outs.
it's. I mean, we can get into the re-entry debate. I think one is probably fine, but like we can get into this all day. But there's a million reasons why it's bad. If you have a negative ROI, you're compounding it now.
Yeah.
If you have a negative ROI or like a break-even ROI or even just a low ROI, and you choose not to re-enter, that's fine. You're no longer compounding the losses, but your likelihood of winning now has like that ROI is getting hurt by the fact that people with a higher ROI are able to enter twice. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons why it's a huge net negative for the money that we want to protect the most. But when you're playing live MTTs,
You kind of need it.
it's
Because
kind of necessary because you want the swollen prize pools because it brings that money back, like the money that you're trying to attract. They want the big prize pools. So like they're going to keep coming back for it. And B, you need, as much as nobody wants to admit it, you need grinders. You need the pros. You don't need the elite pros, of course. Like they're disposable.
Yeah.
But you need the grinders. You need the guys with single digit ROIs or like sub 20% ROIs to show up every single day and to fire into these prize pools.
Fill a
and
seat. Yeah, you
and
need
they
to fill a
need
seat.
the re-entry because they have to put in the volume.
Yeah.
It's very different. We're putting up this case. So like, Landon, do you think you could make $1 million 10 years from now? Yada, yada. And basically saying like, you would have to play 200 entries. Well, the easiest way to do that is to be able to re-enter.
Fire bullets. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, he's not going to play 200 single events, but with re-entry, he can get to 200 no problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Because all he has to do is keep busting, Burke. That's it.
It's tournaments, right? You just lose.
Bro, you play 5 million worth of buy-ins, and you have a 20% ROI. You get 6 million back.
In
That's
theory,
just how it
you might
works.
just be negative 5 million.
Yeah, you could be negative 5 million, but we got faith in the kid.
Yeah.
It all starts today, young man. It
I know.
all starts today.
Big day.
There's
Your-
certain
your
moments
moment
in
is
life
now.
where you realize like things changed. And today when he was like, poker's going to be great. In 10 years, it's going to be fine. And I'm just like, oh, that was me 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now it's way different
Wait, hold
than
on,
I
real
thought.
quick though. Poker's still fine for you though. For all intents and purposes, like
I
poker's
thought I was
fine.
going to be Phil Ivey.
Yeah, but the regression.
I thought I was going to
What-
be the greatest.
What is so difficult for us to convey to you, because you just lack the context, is how much the game has regressed since 2012. And when I say regressed, I mean as a financial market, not as a skill game. Obviously, it's greatly
like there's just less money in
evolved.
poker overall.
There's less money, there's less opportunity, there's less win rate available.
Yeah.
Even if there's an influx of money, there's still so much less available win rate and opportunity.
Right. There's
that-
very like few moments, like call it the main, call
Right.
it win millions.
Right,
call it-
like from like 2009 to 2015-ish, I think, Mercier made 7 figures like 8 years straight. Never
the GOAT, dude.
Never really played. I mean, he put in massive volume. He was traveling all over the world, but he played an average buy-in that was somewhere around 10K. Probably lower, to be honest. It was probably actually an average buy-in of like 6K or 5K.
Respect.
And he's made $1 million year over year over year over year. Profit, not cash, profit.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like...
J-Merc's fucking good.
He's good, but it was more reflective of how much available capital there was to secure.
Yeah.
Right.
If you
There's a lot more
curated
money
a
to be
skill set.
found in the streets, so to speak.
Yeah, if you curated a skill set back then and were willing to put in the volume and grind.
There are some like
There's
things
some people
that can
that do that
happen
now,
though.
but
Like
they're rare.
if United States does get legalized online poker, that might be a game changer.
Do you worry that if that happens, this is something I think about, and I wonder like if we've actually been protected more than we realize, because live is very good. Do you worry that if it happens where online becomes legal coast to coast, that yes, the online market bolsters and maybe becomes like $1 billion industry out of the gate, and we have this subtle boom, but that there's like this immediate plateauing effect and a massive downslide, right?
Explain.
Well,
Immediate plateau downside.
Well, if the cost of acquisition per customer goes way down because of just general legalization and players pouring into sites across the states, where they get to play, especially if it's interstate, where it's coast to coast, you can play in the same liquidity pool.
Like Texas plays Cali,
or just everybody.
Yeah,
everybody.
I
gets
know,
to play
I know what you mean,
everyone,
though. Yeah.
If that were to occur, we would see something probably pretty similar to like how ACR is running right now. Something close to like what a watered down version of pre-Black Friday was. But the money would get siphoned very quickly to the winners.
Yes.
There's still no way for online poker outside of rigging itself to protect the losers.
It'll be similar to Full Tilt when all the money just went to fucking Coal South.
Well, it's difficult to make the comparison because in 2011 everything was very healthy, right? Like the game was not figured out enough to where the winners were winning so much.
Look at it like this, Berk. When COVID came, everyone started playing online poker. There was a boom, and probably the losers lost a lot of money really fast,
very fast,
and that's what I think is going to happen for a little bit. I agree.
Like less than a year before those games dried up.
If they sign up for softwarewide.io, they'll help them.
Yes.
This is true.
Very nice.
It can help sustain them a little bit longer. But I guess the point that I'm getting at is like when you bring that to scale now, maybe there's like a 2.5 year window before it becomes very expensive now to acquire new users.
Agreed.
Right. So once that cost of acquisition goes way up, in turn we'll see an increase in rake. We'll see a decrease in prize pools. We'll see a decrease in guarantees. And once that starts to occur, now there's like nothing left for us to have hopium about.
I think PokerStars probably has the best data for this type of stuff because they end up like they move into new markets that didn't have poker legalized, and then they'll know how long it takes for like the standard losing player to exit. How long they can sustain a standard losing player, or with
they're going in the opposite way though. Their rest of world is getting very fractionalized.
Right. Yeah, like Italy and stuff. They're
all
playing.
becoming like insulated markets where they're trying to protect from.
Yeah, like protect their own sort of.
Yeah.
Is that more of like a government thing?
I think so to some degree. I don't think it's like a site choice.
Right.
But I guess like the bigger point that I'm trying to make is from that vantage point, at least on the broad scale, from what I can observe, and again, you're right, I don't have the data, but just like to the naked eye, it seems like PokerStars almost looks like a Walmart where they're just popping up in a bunch of different places that,
it's like a franchise.
kind of like Indian casinos too, across like middle America. They just pop up in these tiny towns that can't otherwise support themselves. They offer a bunch of jobs and bolster the local economy a little bit, but they also just like siphon back a ton of money from the local economy because people have gambling problems. People will like blow too much money off for Steam or whatever. And eventually like you just see the erosion of that market. So I don't necessarily know what a great example would be in Europe. Maybe like something like PokerStars FR or PokerStars
France.
Italy.
Yeah.
Like these markets are shrinking seemingly pretty rapidly before our eyes, and they were new markets not that long ago.
Yeah, because the winning players just scoop up a lot. When this happened in New Jersey, like people started moving to New Jersey. Like, what's the dude that was fighting?
Olivier?
Oh, yeah, when he moved to New Jersey only to play St. Goes, whatever, and cash games.
Yeah.
And then same thing happens even sometimes live when a new casino pops up, like in MGM.
We already saw it happen in Maryland,
Florida. Yeah.
So Maryland's a great example. They're very centrally located, where they're like somewhere between 60 and 90-minute train ride to New York City. So very accessible to New York.
I did it. It's just not fun to do it.
It's not fun, but I mean, like, if you're living in New York City, you don't have a ton of options. You're driving either to Parks or to Maryland.
Yeah.
And Maryland, being in that DC location, is pulling from Virginia. They're pulling from DC. They're pulling from New York City. They're pulling from Baltimore. Like, with the exception of Baltimore, these are pretty affluent areas with a lot of liquidity. And Maryland Live is just dead. Like, to my knowledge, they barely get 510 off.
No, they don't get 510 off.
Right. So,
but MGM does
sometimes.
Yeah.
Right. But it's like, it's not like it's booming.
It's not. Whole East Coast is a little bit shaky sometimes, like with the 510 market,
which is crazy because that's where the majority of the money is.
Yeah.
The vast majority of the money in this country is located in California, Texas, and then, you know, that little pocket of the East Coast consisting of New York and a bunch of other areas.
Anyway,
York, Boston,
guys, you
New
should
Jersey.
really play poker. It's a really great game. You know, it's
a lot of opportunity out there.
If you want to learn how to play, solveforwhy.io.
Jesus Christ. Well, doomsday prepper over here. I mean, by that time we're gonna be chewing up pills for our meals.
We're gonna be Mr. Clean.
There's not gonna be any. We're gonna be literally in dystopia. We might all be extinct.
That's not the projection at all. It's just more so like the concept of finding financial freedom and doing this as a career for the majority of your life is impractical.
Yeah.
And I think that's a pretty good message to get out there to most people.
Like the roadmap for 10 years plus is very, very grim.
Yeah, and the same should be said about like NFTs and crypto. It's like, yes, these are new markets and they're hot, and like you should absolutely acquire skill sets and apply them in said markets. But whatever skills you're acquiring, I would hope you're developing them in a way where they're versatile enough to transition into other areas.
I mean, I would argue that like things you learn from learning poker are extremely like transferable in other aspects of life and just like living in general.
I think that's true too. But I think you have to have the foresight to understand that, be it 5, 10, or 20 years from now, that pivot is going to be necessary.
Not to mention like networking that you can do through, I mean, there's just like so many things that can stem from poker, even if this doomsday happens.
I think it's a really great investment in your 20s. Yeah. I just think it's a hard road in your 30s to dedicate your life to this.
Yeah.
Or beyond, right?
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
Doing it as a supplement is completely viable.
I can't even think about getting to 30, man. Fuck. Jeez, I'm 23.
You're a long way away. Why do you have to think about it?
Well, I don't. It's making it seem like when you're 30, like you better have some plan.
No, this is just a fire under your ass to make millions.
Oh, wait till you're 40, dude. Don't worry about it. Brother, money everywhere. Smash everywhere.
There's lots of money in the world.
So much money.
There's always money. What's
gonna win today, right?
Yeah,
Dan?
there's gonna be some money today, right?
We're over here with the abundance mindset. He's over there doomsday.
You know what we're called implied millionaires.
Exactly.
These guys,
oh,
boomers.
Boomers.
Implied
no, but Chin's.
Where
Chin's
can I
not
short this market?
Chin's not a
Implied
boomer.
millionaires.
He's investing in Oatly. Like he's a believer.
Yeah,
he's a
today
believer.
already.
Yeah, he's not implied millionaire. He is more.
Who can I short the implied millionaires with?
Right.
And how much can I get
You buy
down?
a bunch of land and then you sell it off.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well,
That's how you short.
you have a piece,
Short
so you
them?
don't want to do that. You
I
don't
want
want
to
to
short
do
them specifically.
Why do you want to
Yeah, that's what I
short
said.
us?
Why would I buy land?
Mr. Clean.
No,
Head
Mr.
ass.
Clean head ass. I'm gonna short all my friends' head ass. You're not gonna
What
have
am I
a
gonna do with all this
head
property?
ass.
Head ass. Fun at parties.
You borrow
Doomsday.
a bunch
man.
of money to buy pieces of land and then you sell it.
You
Bro,
sell
he literally
it.
has a piece. He
You
literally
sell
has
off
a
land in
piece.
peace. Have
No,
you?
That's how you can short them. I told you. How do you
No,
short them?
I don't want to.
He's
I don't want to
literally
short
helping
them.
me make millions. He's literally helping.
Just sell off land in pieces at markup. That's how you short them.
No.
Yeah,
No,
that's a good
because
investment. You should do that.
no, you're implying that
see.
they're not winning. I think that
You'll
they're
see.
winning.
They'll
I
also-
trying to short
I
what?
want to bet against their implied millionaire status.
You don't think we'll be
okay,
millionaires
yeah.
at some point?
No,
You want to
not
bet?
necessarily.
Really?
It's hard. I think it's a low percentage that that anyone individual could become a
I
millionaire.
mean, we'll
Wait,
see.
what? What are you saying?
We'll see.
Listen,
in 10 years.
I think it's very improbable
Don't
that any
listen
one
to the
person
old
becomes a millionaire.
Mr. Clean head ass. I remember all my friends head ass. All my friends are gonna be broke head ass.
You know how likely
Don't
it
listen to
is
this guy.
in your
Such a
lifetime?
doomer.
Clean.
You
Fucking
know how
straight
likely it is in your
doomer.
lifetime for you to
Mr. Clean's
have
wiping away all your dreams.
Yeah.
No shit.
One scrub at a
They don't want to
time.
hear the truth.
You know how likely it is in your lifetime that you
It's
have
the ego to
one
think
year
that your
where
voice
you are
is
the
the
1%?
truth.
How likely it is in your lifetime that in the 1 year you have
It's
a 1%
got to be like
salary.
sub 1%. I would assume.
No, you know what he's doing?
Just 1 year in your entire lifetime.
He's-
Yeah,
That
you know
you
he's
make
doing-
like 400K in 1 year.
Yeah, I would definitely take like maybe 1%.
Nah, it's higher. It's way higher because people
Way
get
higher?
windfalls.
Yeah,
Like they sell
people,
a business.
but like
no, not you. Like just the general population. One year in your entire life, you have
Okay,
a
go
salary
on.
that
Tell
is
me-
the 1%.
tell
It's
me-
like it's in the 20s.
No way.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. You're saying 20% of the people who
In their
populate the earth.
That's absurd.
At
No,
some
I think it's
point-
America. I think it's America. Sorry, I don't know.
That's still absurd.
That's still
No,
absurd.
it's not
That's
absurd.
still absurd.
20%.
Statistic.
No, I think
Look,
it's,
I know
it's
what Matt's
just 1
doing.
year.
Matt is giving us
1 year.
You're
out
telling
of
me
your entire
he's giving
life.
us spite. We're
How
gonna
many
become
people live
powered
in the
through
United
spite.
States? 300 million?
We're gonna be millionaires through spite.
We're gonna prove him
330
wrong.
million.
It's
So you're telling me
fine.
33 million people at some point? No, sorry, 66 million people at some point in their life will make 400K
in one
in
one
one
time.
year.
No
Yes.
way. No way.
No.
What do you mean, bro?
Wait,
You
where are you
literally-
pulling this stat
all you have to do
from?
is like literally sell a house. You got it. 1 year.
Okay.
Boom.
You have to have a
Not
house.
a house. A $1 million home.
No, a 400K home.
No, you don't make 400K on a 400K
Okay,
home.
you 500K.
No, what are you
What
talking
do you mean?
about?
You sell a 500K home.
How much profit on it too?
What,
Yeah,
saying?
five.
What houses are you buying for 100 and selling for 5?
Yeah, let me
It's
know. I'm in.
1 year of your life. So you're telling me
Chin, if you
somebody's
have a
grandma.
mortgage-
Wait, time out. Somebody's grandma that bought their house in 1970 sold it today. What do you think she made?
That's one instance, but in general, that's not the way it works. If you have a mortgage of
How much you-
$350,
Okay, how much you about to make in your house if you sell it?
Yeah.
that's different. I bought a $1 million home to begin with.
And how many? That was 2.
Christian,
Implied.
how many people do you
Implied.
think can buy $1 million home? 66
many.
million?
Bro, they were giving those mortgages out.
How'd they do?
What was this? What are we looking at?
Oh.
What are we looking at? I
Only
can't read it.
44% of
Americans don't have $1,000.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
Christian,
fucked up.
Christian,
That shit
Christian.
makes me sad.
Christian, you're just gonna have to take the L on this one. It's okay. We're here for you, but you bounce back.
I think your
this is
sources
a
are
down
little
bad
mixed
take.
up.
You'll bounce
It might
back.
have
It's
been
okay.
2%.
Way back.
We understand
I
the
just have
point. No,
a good-
we
I just
understand the
have
point that
hope.
you're making. It's just
I
that your
appreciate
numbers
that.
are.
It's a
are
nice
highly
balance to
skewed.
this
That's all.
fucking
It's
doomer
hopium
over here.
and doomer man, and we're gonna be millionaires on a spite.
Yeah, Mr. Clean, like it's not
Hopium and
Superman, he's Doomer
Yeah,
Man.
Mr. Clean made his millions selling his bald head ass cleaning products. So he's good. He's like, yo, you guys can't sell bald products like me.
I'm allowed to sell my cleaning products. You guys
If you want to be
won't.
in the 1%, you can do it.
Yeah, you want to be able to
Okay.
shave your head and sell cleaning products. Let's go, dude.
Listen, this fucking guy's winning this tournament. He came
is
to
on
fucking
fucking
play
fire.
today.
Listen, man, I thought the same thing and I lost to Makita round 1. We're just
Yeah,
gonna take it
probably
day by
true,
day,
too.
you know?
Yeah,
You know
just
what?
take it one second at a time.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about these doomer head ass. I don't know about the implied millionaires. I'm gonna short on my
shit.
friends. I've had enough, you know? I'm gonna become rich off myself out of spite, and you're gonna be like, you know what? Like, man, thank you
What if
for
Berkey makes you
crushing my dreams.
Wait, time out. What if Berkey makes you a millionaire? Like
He's
you
got
have-
a piece, bro.
Like you have equity in Sulfur Y. Sulfur Y OnlyFriends blows up. We get sponsored by Oatly, and you become a
Wow,
millionaire.
that'd be so funny.
I would be happy to lose the bet that way.
Yep.
That'd be a real full circle. Well, if I'm a millionaire, he's an implied giga millionaire.
But then they fire Berkey because
Not
they
with
talk
that
shit about
attitude.
Oatly.
He's an implied zero.
Bro, here's the thing, Christian. If it's from Sulfur Y and we all become implied millionaires, he becomes an implied giga millionaire.
No, because he gets fired because Oatly's like, we don't
we
want
vote
you.
him out.
Here,
We vote him
take
out.
your million or get out.
Too negative. We have
We
to vote
start a
him out.
crew.
Oh, man.
This is mutiny.
We're gonna take over the company.
This is literally mutiny on air.
I'm here
Down
for
with
it.
Mr. Clean.
Down with Mr.
Bro, you
Clean.
would have to leave. You would have to
Fucking
leave. 'cause
Mr.
It's
Mr.
financial
Clean.
responsibility. You have a financial responsibility to the company.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You gotta take your payout and get out.
See ya.
Landon's the new face. He's running the company
We've got
with a bat.
Oatly. We've
I
got
got a bat now. Yeah, you want to stay in this company? I got a bat.
Yeah.
Get me out of here.
Man, you're fucking killing me that I'm not going to make millions of dollars while I'm holding a bat in my hand.
Why is he holding a bat still?
Get me out of here.
Dude, it goes
I'm
with
happy
the
to
outfit.
leave.
I like the bat with
It
the outfit.
literally just like doesn't.
It does. I feel like I'm like a greaser from like The Outsiders. With the
Yeah,
bat, like they all go to the...
there's real outsiders vibes going
See,
on.
that's
over
what I'm
there.
saying. I know what the bat does. I know some things.
It's
I'm
really
an
the-
implied
it's-
millionaire. I know things.
He's an implied millionaire.
I know
That's
things.
the greatest word ever.
It came from A.E. Jones. Chewy told me about the implied millionaire.
But then they all became millionaires.
But before they were millionaires, they were implied millionaires.
Because they sold their company to Ivy. We should just sell our company to Ivy.
Bro, we're gonna be so rich. Don't
I
worry
They sold
forgot
their
about
about
it.
company
that.
to Ivy.
I mean,
Don't even worry.
That died fast.
Who cares? They sold
worry.
it.
I'm
That
not
is true.
worried. Berkey's worried.
They made so much money. How much money did they make?
Yo, what if you get sponsored by Mr. Clean?
Yeah, and they replace Mr. Clean with Berkey.
Right.
Berkey would be perfect for
I'd
the
be a much better
promos.
Mr. Clean.
Of course, you're an expert.
Bro, Mr. Clean was jacked.
He's got the
No?
white. Mr.
trying
Clean's
to
jacked.
say,
He literally looks like
Yes,
Mr.
yeah.
Clean. He's got the white
Time out.
shirt.
Pull up Mr. Clean. That boy was jacked.
Bro, yo, Mr. Clean was yoked.
Yeah, he was yoked out of his mind. He took the same steroids Landon takes.
I don't take steroids, bro.
Mr. Clean wasn't raging though.
No. Yeah, you just tell
There
me.
he is.
Yo,
Look at him.
yo, come on, dude.
He was jacked. He was kind of jacked.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna look like when I'm 62.
Yeah,
What
once
does he look like now?
Berkey's eyebrows turn
You
gray.
don't look jacked in that middle one
That middle
second
one.
to the right.
Look at the
Like,
middle one.
whoa, is that real?
Yo, Matt, is that you? Yo, Matt.
Missouri man becomes real life Mr. Clean. That's it.
Yeah, also Pittsburgh man becomes real life Mr. Clean.
Stop. Why are you?
He called me. He
So
said I was
happy.
gonna be poor. It's on
So
today.
happy.
It's on today.
You're never gonna make $1 million.
I mean, Missouri, Pittsburgh, it's all in the Midwest, right?
Oh
They have such
Christ.
certainty.
Yo,
You know,
are we
I
just-
hear their
Why are they
words.
so certain?
I hear their words, and
I'm,
I throw them out
I'm
of
on
the
your
garbage.
side, bro. I said
Why
you're
are they
gonna
so
make. You're
certain?
gonna
You
be
said
the
you're
1%.
never gonna make $1 million. You just said that
yeah,
right
but
now.
the 1% starts at 400. You're
Also,
gonna be fine.
inflation is crazy. $1 million is not going to be that
Inflation
much
be
soon.
busting, yeah.
If you make 1%, if you're in the 1% multiple years, you're a millionaire. You're fine.
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna, dude. The money's money
There's
everywhere.
a lot of money.
everywhere.
Money everywhere.
It must be nice being a fucking young white Caucasian.
It
fucking-
is.
Like, oh, money everywhere. The rest of us are fucking clawing and shit, trying to stay on
Having
this
to put your
podcast.
backpack in the front of the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, like I got my fucking bag confiscated. You over there
You
walking
get
around
confiscated. Get confiscated.
like temporarily confiscated.
There's a lot of money in that bag though.
Hood rich.
Southside, baby. Man, what a great day.
It is a good day.
You're gonna be eliminated right away. You're gonna be.
I don't give a fuck. And I'll play the 1500 freeze out. We
That's
go
right.
again.
We go
lose, We go
again.
again.
Fucking go
Average
again.
buy-in 1,000.
We lose. We go again.
Every
We
goddamn
lose.
day.
You go again
Amen.
He's right.
until you win.
Let's fucking
It's
go.
a rinse and repeat process.
Yeah.
Conrad knows.
Yeah,
Let's
we're literally
fucking
peaking
go.
at viewership right now. We're about to cut the show.
We gotta cut the show. We
gotta
gotta
cut
get
the
this
show.
young
I gotta
man
go
off.
win.
Land's
We
gotta
gotta
go
I
get this
gotta
young
win
man
my
off to his day
implied
2.
millions.
We're fucking
Yeah.
peaking?
We gotta get him off to
I
his day
hope
2.
that you bank something for $1 million.
A
and
million
then you
straight.
just rub it in his face.
Listen,
so
just make
hard.
something
You know what I would
so
do?
good.
You know what I would do? I would throw a party at the office. I'd say, you know what?
Just buy the office.
I just want to see you
Buy the
scatter
company.
cash all over
Buy
the
the
floor
company.
and swim in it.
This
Yeah.
is my company now.
Yeah.
I got a bat. I'm here
You
to
buy
stay.
his house, you buy his company, and then you say, "You pay me rent, bitch."
Big mistake. Huge.
I don't think you understand how much I would love to live in this alternative universe you all have created.
It's real, brother. It's
current.
not going
No
anywhere.
alternate.
It's real. Implied millionaires.
You think I want this life? You think I want to be the dad?
Fucking
I'm
Mr.
fucking
Clean
out.
Head Ass.
Yeah,
Let me
you
take
Mr.
a
Clean
shit
Head
in the
ass.
middle of the floor and have you clean it.
This is like absolutely just.
I'm
never
exaggerating, make my
happened.
friends look bad, head
Yeah,
ass.
head
I'm a
ass.
roaster.
Making up shit, lying,
I make
gaslighting.
stories.
head
Yeah,
ass.
call my friends names.
I had to do a podcast with him by myself.
Oh
Imagine
my
how
god,
that-
you must have gotten gaslit so much.
I was sad.
I mean,
I was sad. I was sad.
I would be sad
I had to
too.
go to New Jersey for 4 months to recover.
This fucking propping
Everybody,
himself
please
up on
hit
your
that like
stories.
button.
Let's go,
Hit that
dude.
like button.
Someone did come up to me and say that they liked the podcast and they liked it on social. So I respect that. Thank
You're
you.
not
for that.
social.
Did they like the? Did they
Like,
like
there's
the
literally a
like
guy
button?
complaining that he said hi to all of us
and you ignored him.
He said
No, to be fair though,
busy.
when that guy took a picture of me, it came out super blurry because he was lit.
Yeah, those pictures
Yeah, he
were
was happy.
hilarious.
He said I was busy. I don't even do anything
No,
important
he said
ever.
that you told him you were busy.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
he said,
he said that.
you waved your hand in his face.
He was like,
and
hold
you're
on,
"Get out of
talking to my
face."
elite friends.
Oh,
Hand history
big
time.
time.
You were with like Justin Saliba or whatever.
Big
Someone
time.
posted in the chat, wait, Landon pooped on the floor? I missed this.
Yeah, let's stick with that.
Dude, I'm gonna
Berkey's just
I'm
making
gonna
up, promoting this rumor that I shit on the floor.
Dude, we're gonna be
Like,
so
literally
young.
not even
All
close
right,
to
when
the
you're
truth.
playing against somebody, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say, for example, Justin Saliba's on your left, right? Mm-hmm. And
He actually was on my left yesterday.
time out. And then
For
like
one
you
hand.
go on break, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm all lovey-dovey with Justin Saliba on break, talking like we're friends.
Uh-huh.
Would you take that like I'm kind of betraying you?
No.
No.
I like Justin. He's a good dude.
He's cool.
All right, who would it be?
Doug.
Yeah, let's say it's Doug.
Yeah.
Let's say Doug's on your left, right?
Yeah.
And I'm over here, like, and I text you because you don't know it's Doug, right?
Right.
Let's just make believe. And you're just like, hey, I know this guy. Like, is he like part of the cheaters or whatever? And then you're like, no, that's this guy. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, cool. But then on break, you see me chatting up with this homie,
Okay.
right? And you don't like this dude.
Will you change the scenario? It's Doug.
All right, it's Doug. Okay, fine.
Okay,
it's Doug.
but I know it's Doug.
Okay, but this is someone you don't like that you don't really know.
What's
I don't
your
know where
point?
Yeah, I don't know what your
what's
point
the
is, but no,
point?
I wouldn't
What
take
you trying
offense
to
to
do
that.
here, bro?
Honestly, if everyone
What you trying to do here?
You know what you did.
I didn't do nothing.
What did you do?
What I do?
Honestly,
you know what you did.
What I do?
Did you curve chin?
I got curved chin.
You know what you did.
It was never like, hey, this is Jim's
This is
free-throw
gaslighting
ranges.
101.
No,
What
honestly,
did
you
happen?
did. I'm just not gonna snitch
as
on
long
you.
as Landon doesn't friend off people to me on break, we're good.
The Landon
Like, there's
friend off is
nothing
the
he could do
worst
bad.
because he's friends with everyone.
I know, and then he friends off on you.
Yeah,
So
like,
it's
and it's like he has no standards for who he's talking to, so you just get friended off the worst person
No,
ever.
right. I've done
So
this
as long
before.
as he never does that to me, he can do no wrong by
Yeah,
me whatsoever.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
you got-
friending
I
off,
friend- sometimes you got friended off by Zolotov.
I got friended off the fucking worst friend off there could have been. You left the state and left me with your
Listen,
That's
who
fucked up.
proceeded to just
mistakes were made. Listen,
breathe
we're done. I got a bracelet to win. I got a fucking bracelet to win.
You have 2 hours.
No, I
he
don't.
doesn't.
It starts at
2
2
o'clock
o'clock.
restart.
33
minutes.
minutes. You can relax. You
50
can get there
minutes.
late.
nah, I gotta
Let's
get
go.
in this
It started at
1500.
11
Break
a.m.,
ends in
you
10
guys.
minutes. We gotta get down there.
It did.
That's it for today. It was a lively
yours.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Shut the
Got the face
fuck
out.
up. I'm closing the show.
Sorry.
We never close
No,
the
we're
show
talking about
out.
how we're gonna get millions. Business.
Landon is
I'm
vying
gonna
for his
tell you-
first bracelet today. If by some miracle he does make the final 6,
When by some miracle.
when by some miracle he is the
What?
chosen
when
son.
by some miracle? It's not. That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't, but whatever. Let's
Go
roll
with it, dude.
If and when he
You know
makes
what
the
you
final
did.
table, we will be there live streaming
We're
it.
not streaming anything.
No.
Stop snitching on people. You snitch on yourself. You snitch on Chance. You snitch on everybody.
Yo, Mr. Clean has to uphold the integrity.
We'll be there live streaming it until we get busted or something in between.
How else do you think his name's
Be
Mr. Clean?
sure to look for that. We'll put out an emergency broadcast system on social media.
If they shut us down, we go back.
It's going to be on the low, right? We can't be like, yo,
All right,
we're
bring the
streaming
vapes.
Landon's final table.
Connie, bring the vapes.
We out everywhere, baby.
We out here.
We're going to have to put out a tweet that says something along the lines of like, hey, just made the money of the WSOP Online 55 guarantee. Click the link.
That'd be sharp.
But wink, wink, that's going to be Landon's final table. So be sure to tune in.
Yeah.
He's going to be vying for $600,000 and a bracelet today. Hopefully we have good news tomorrow. We'll
Yeah.
be back 11 a.m.-ish.
Just think
As
of it
always.
this way. Wait, hold on. Just think of it this way. There is a timeline and a universe where we come back here tomorrow, and I just go like this, and there's a bracelet. Like
Yes.
that's a real timeline.
Yes.
God, he's
Oh
never
no,
gonna
cue
win.
the dance
That
That could
crying.
be.
Sick.
That could, listen,
He's
listen.
never gonna
do
win.
I
He's
listen?
never
Do I
gonna
know that it's not anticipated? Yes. No. Listen.